All right, good. Bet.
Yeah.
It's another Bush in the Break Room Talk. I'm your host, Kyrie.
Said is here as well.
China and AB.
And we got... Wait.
We got
Jay, what's up?
Turn it red. Nigga turn it red like it's his birthday. Blushing.
That nigga happy up here like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I'm here.
Nigga trying to play it cool.
What's been happening since I've been gone, fellas? What's up?
Shit. What's up with y'all, man?
Shit, cool.
I've been seeing the pot, of course. Big fan still, even though I've been away. I was talking to shit about some of the shit.
That's good.
I'm glad to be, around again for sure.
Of course, bro. We are happy to have you back. Honestly, I feel like the best look of this pie is right here, which y'all see right now. We're gonna have the best rest of this year. That we're gonna have the best level of pie
It's
the rest of
halftime.
this year.
Yeah, for sure. It's halftime. Niggas up by 3.
Niggas up by 3. I'm trying to at least go about 20.
For real. Game 7.
We up to score.
Up.
So I'm just trying to throw that in there up to score. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Chime? What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just chilling, getting used to the new setup. Y'all put baby in a corner and
Y'all fucking with it?
Baby in the corner.
Y'all fucking with it?
Hell, I get
Yeah,
to fuck
I
with
like
it.
We look high?
Do it.
We look high?
Feel like hot.
She's like,
you high?
Like I said,
I'm
I
hot.
think
She's
so.
like, what you mean?
What you mean?
I still look high.
Still look high?
Remember, she was like, grab me. What?
Grabs me.
Like, was it like this? Or was it
like this or was like this?
I think it was the second.
Nah, but what's going on, man? How are y'all weekend? I mean, it's mad late in the fucking week, but
Yeah, it's sad. It's a fucking Saturday. It's the crazy part. It's
I
cool.
this nigga got to tell the goddamn. Okay,
It's a
what
good
you been
vibe,
doing?
though.
What you been doing?
Day. Yes, sir.
Hey, somebody in the back. Somebody gonna say, "Hey man, we had a beautiful Saturday, man."
How was your? Let me ask you. How was your day? Because you was out doing your
Today?
own tour.
It was the
Yesterday.
B-Day weekend, or was it? No, the weekend.
What?
This is the weekend of the B-Day week.
Yeah, technically
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is my birthday
So
weekend.
it was Shine's B-Day. How you live? Like how you live this week? What was how the birthday?
I feel very blessed and spoiled and full. I've been eating a lot of food.
That's good. It's always good.
Yes.
It's always good to smash and get some good food in. That's good. You get any? You got your iPad. What else? You get any good presents?
Yeah, I got a sound bar and a subwoofer.
Oh,
I got a little Apple CarPlay converter so I can watch movies in my car if I want to.
Sounds
That's
safe.
fire.
that is fire.
Sounds safe.
Honestly, I
Only
know.
when it's parked. Only when
died.
it's parked. So
No,
it's-
for real.
It's in the middle.
It's like Apple CarPlay Plus or something like that. And I got a whole bunch of perfume and stuff like that, so my ass don't stink. And
No
yeah.
facts.
That's what's up.
That's fire. I'm not gonna lie. A subwoofer and the fucking speaker, like the entertainment center system, whatever, is ideal as fuck.
It
If you
elevates
love your
your
house, like you
No,
like to
for
watch
real.
movies at home.
Experience, even music,
definitely.
it elevates
swear to God,
your
I would never-
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
And being a music lover, there's certain songs you just need to
Just
go.
gonna
know what I'm
smack on the
saying?
damn
Bar
woofer, yeah, for sure.
You want that ground to shake and shit. You ain't watching
Steve
shit.
Harvey.
It'll be better once I get my house. I feel like I can actually use it to its fullest potential. Right now, I'm just kind of pissing the neighbors off
Yeah.
sporadically. But I have to get my cats used to how loud it is, so I'm sorry to the neighbors. but
cats
it is-
just can't do it?
It is what it is. I have a kitten, so it's not.
It's too loud
They
for the
get
cat.
scared as fuck when the subwoofers start doing the bass and the treble and shit.
Oh, yeah.
They start running around.
You know,
She
you
over there watching Baby Driver. Loud as loud as
can't
fuck.
hear her cat having a seizure and shit.
Oh my god!
Hey, you know what's so crazy? You gotta watch out for animals when you doing certain shit like animals can't withstand the shit that we
Certain
do.
shit that we do, yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I'm gonna tell you a story. This nigga Amir, he had bought ducks. He had bought 2 baby ducks.
That is the most
Okay.
oddest thing.
Listen, I thought this was crazy.
He's a
shit.
country boy.
He got 2 ducks delivered to the house.
Delivered to the house.
He was like, he called me. He was like, "Cuz, I got 2 ducks." I'm on FaceTime. I'm like, he like, "Yeah, I bought 3, but one of them died on a delivery. But like, he's like, I got 2 ducks and shit." I was like, "Okay."
That sucks.
You do.
He had one of them in a little thing, and he had one of them in front of him and his boy, and he's smoking, and he blowing weed in the duck face. I say, "Bro, you gotta stop doing that. That duck gonna be high as fuck." Like, he's like, "Man, well, he good. They gassing this duck. I'm telling you that they like getting the duck just kind of like this. So I was like, All right, bro. So then the next day, he like, "Cuz, tell me why the duck died."
Nobody didn't know how to work.
Nigga OD.
Smoked them out.
Yeah, nigga OD.
I told you can't just do that. Then we looked it up. You can't smoke in a fucking duck face.
Just imagine like the duck being born like a week prior,
Right.
and like his first interaction with a human, a nigga in his face like,
Blowing gas in
Like, all right, cool. Next time you got it.
like what the fuck is life? This black ass nigga smoking me out, and you know we all big in their eyes and shit. And nigga like,
Niggas' eyes burning, chest
No
burning.
facts. Like what the fuck?
and then like he like, oh here he comes again,
Cooking this nigga internally. It smell like fried duck in that bitch.
For real, man. I'm like,
nigga
you,
wasted his money.
you fucked that duck up, bro. Like you shouldn't have did that shit.
He might as well just order them cooked.
For
real.
You ever had cooked duck?
Yes.
It's greasy as fuck, man.
I had it over like rice and then, yeah.
It's greasy. I don't know if you ever had them ducks.
killing me.
Not
What?
knowing
You ain't
that.
never had
No,
duck?
I'm talking about
It was like rice
I
pilaf or
seen
some
somebody.
shit
I
like
seen
that.
somebody cook it, but I was like, I'm cool. It looked too like,
Gamey.
yeah, it was a lot going on.
It was a lot
It's like,
going
it's
on.
some medieval looking shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? You're like, yeah, you just cut the.
Jay, I swear to God, it's some medieval
I'm like,
looking
nah,
shit.
I'm
It's like
cool.
gummy looking and shit. You be like, what the fuck? And you take a bite, you be like, this shit, you need water with this motherfucker. Like,
You
it's
scaring
greasy.
me. You making me feel like what I had wasn't duck. Like I just
It
had
probably was.
chicken supreme.
There are different ways or many different
Yeah.
ways. The way Kyrie had it probably was.
No, they naturally say duck is a little bit more greasier. Like, that's like if you ate some swordfish or some shit, you know it's a little bit more like steaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's flaky and it's
It just-
very like chickeny.
Yeah. So then I never had deer
Or like a tuna.
What's it called? Venison? Is it called
Bite-
venison
bite?
deer meat?
I ain't hit.
I'm
If-
nothing
if
on
you-
deer meat. I'm scared. I'm sorry. That's a little too.
People say it's a little.
me.
It got a little taste, a little thing to it. So I was just like, see, I don't know.
But I hear that that's gamey.
It is too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I
what's
ain't
the
hit.
wildest thing y'all tried before? Like on a food side?
Frog legs.
It got to be the
I had
frog
frog
legs.
legs, but that shit like.
Then that's something that can't
I
be that
think
wild.
it was.
All of it.
Yeah, it's not really
I mean,
wild,
I
yeah.
had
You're
chitlins.
right, you're right.
Once
Chitlins,
upon
that
a
can't
time,
be
I
that
did
wild.
eat pork. Yeah, my family's country is shit, and I enjoyed them.
Alligator?
Thoroughly.
Alligator bites?
I've
I would
had
eat
alligator
alligator.
I did the
before.
bites. I did.
had
I did like
alligator
maybe
with
1 or 2
grits.
bites,
It was
but it
so
was like
good.
And then
it was a taste of like I was like,
I
oh,
liked the frog legs though. I ain't gonna hold you.
frog legs
Where'd
are
you
cool.
have frog legs?
Irony, my grandma fried them.
Period.
Yeah,
They not bad. They just
They're
got
like
too
a
much
chicken.
bone
It's
in
like
them
a
bitches.
chicken.
It tastes like chicken
Yeah,
to
it's
me.
like a
Yeah, it do.
chicken
It do.
flavor for
I
sure.
feel like
Definitely
if you
do.
get some that are a little bit bigger, they're really not that bony.
bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're not that
I hate
bony
when I say like
either.
it tastes like chicken because I feel like every time
It
somebody
has
try to
its
tell
own
you something
taste.
tastes like chicken,
It
like,
does
nigga say that to
not.
Yeah,
everything.
it's like the texture of it too
kinda
is like
gives you,
chicken.
like a little bit of them vibes.
Yeah, it's like the texture of it, kind of like it's like a chicken. Like
Oh, okay. So look,
Chicken-esque.
I would say it would be the snails then.
The
That's
snails?
cargo.
I never
Yeah.
had snails.
Have
Yeah,
you
I
had
never had
oysters
fire.
before?
I've had
Yeah.
oysters.
I hate
Oysters
Did
is
you
oysters.
have some
normal,
on my
though.
birthday?
No,
You
no,
did?
no.
Oh.
I had some in.
You should have had some. We got a big bowl. Me and Justice.
No,
split 'em.
no, I'm nothing.
Oh, I
you
didn't know
let
you-
me
you
try
didn't
oysters
like
at
them.
my birthday. You remember when we? Was
Oh,
at-
yes, I
Yeah.
did.
And I was like,
I
that's
hate
cool.
I hate oysters.
Hey, it's so
I
crazy.
couldn't like do it because the person I
Hate?
was with, she was just like, you gotta like take it back, and I was just like,
You don't.
I'm like at the table like, no.
I'm like, what the man? You over here
just
laying on the
regular
table and
oysters?
waiting for a dude to
She was like giving me instructions like, you gotta
Hold
just
on,
take
They
it.
didn't have like the cheese on them. The
Oh, what the fuck?
That's
Oysters?
when
I've had,
they're
like, shark
broiled.
grilled, yeah, I've had
That's when
shark
they're
grilled,
broiled.
like,
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
okay.
She said I gotta
cheese
take it
and
like just take it to the
He's
end.
talking about
You
having
have
it
like
raw,
an
like we
aphrodisiac
have.
type.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
smacking them bitches too.
Yeah,
you know?
wild boy.
And I'm like, what the fuck? It came up
She
and shit like
shouldn't have told you to do
knocked the
that.
water down.
You should have just like lifted it up. You shouldn't
Okay.
have took it like a shot.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why she
would've
was saying,
fucked
like,
you
take
up.
it- yeah.
No.
And the bitch was like caught like in the Adam's apple. I'm like the fuck was
That's
that?
the wrong type of shit to get caught
Yeah.
in the
To
middle.
be honest
there.
with you, when I did do it, I did kind of chew. I have to chew shit.
You have to chew it a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like you have to. It's only like 2-3 bites you're gonna get out of the
Yeah,
chew.
she was
Yeah.
dogging him, but I'm talking. She was like, "Go." I'm like,
That's
what
me.
the fuck?
That is me.
Goddamn, y'all talented in the motherfucker, huh?
I'm looking at her at the table like, yeah, you know. All right.
We had a problem later.
Yeah, exactly. I will hear shit else.
They're also
We can go to the car.
aphrodisiacs, so
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
yeah, they get you going.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of topics, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into some topics of the day, man. Say you go ahead and get into our first topic.
So last week it was kind of like the anticipation of what the Carter 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So Carter 6.
First of all, we all heard it, right?
Yeah, we all heard it.
I listened to as much as I could get through.
Come
So
on,
I'm
Jay,
gonna
come
shoot
on.
it. I'm gonna shoot it to Jay first. I want to ask his opinion about it.
I mean, I kind of felt like I went in with a preconceived notion already. I feel like this Wayne is not the same Wayne that I've been growing up on.
Facts.
It's been a steady decline.
Yeah.
So I think what hurt more is that the first song, because the intro was just the intro, but that first song, it was
Knock
so
my socks off.
hard. And I think that's what disappointed me the most about the album, because it went downhill at pretty much everything. Now, don't get me wrong, Wayne is still a legend, so he gonna give you a couple songs here and there, but in totality, I really was underwhelmed. I felt like, damn, this Wayne hasn't grown.
That's exactly what I was
He
gonna
has
say.
so much. I think it's the most frustrating part about Wayne is that he has the wordplay, he got the metaphors, but I want to hear him use it for something with more depth.
Yeah.
More
You know what
I'm saying? Give
substance.
me some
Yeah.
more substance.
And he's had songs like that before, so it's just
why-
like, why
Right,
are
he
you
can do
growing
it.
into
Yeah.
that bag
I'm so
more?
tired of you beat the pussy up until he start doing this. The F is for this.
Isn't he a Libra?
Yeah,
He's a freaky ass nigga. He
don't get
can't
me
help
wrong,
it.
like, again, we gonna want some of that Wayne. Like, we still gonna need some of that. But it's like I'm looking for the
More
40-year-old Wayne at this point.
I mean,
so.
he must really think about it. I mean, are we okay with niggas just not just being what
Just being
they
them.
are? Like,
Right.
He has a niche, and I think that's. I mean, as long as he's okay with it, and the slander that's gonna
I
come
think
with it, though.
I think also that what bothers the album and like our thought of like how Wayne is like him naming that the Carter 6. Like I would be okay if he named it something else.
Fact.
And I'd
I'm
be
not
like,
gonna be mean
and I'd be
for
like,
it,
all right, it was whatever you put out was trash. But like to add that to the Carter
messing with
6
the
collect, I'm
catalog.
like,
The body of the work
why would you do that? Like you know what I'm
doesn't
saying?
go up to the name.
Exactly.
It
right.
doesn't live up to the name.
Like that the Carters are like iconic. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like you have to like name it. I would think you have to name it something else.
You think it's lazy? You think like why not name it something at this point? Like Jay-Z don't keep dropping everything in the blueprint.
Yeah,
right?
for
Why
sure.
he
Jay, like you just said, the first song that he put out on that album, the Welcome to the Carter,
Yeah,
right,
welcome to the Carter here.
was fire.
Do you think it was older?
No, that's what
No.
that's what I say. It was the first song was so fire. I know you're capable of doing this shit.
Yeah.
You just don't give a fuck no more. That
Yeah.
hunger isn't there anymore. You just want to almost add to a legacy or maybe get some money. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it feel like a money.
Some new
grab.
money circulating.
I mean, that's what it sound like because for I want you to go. I guess you can go if you want
on,
to
that's what
say,
you-
yeah, we can just go like this, but I was going to get my take.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, we can just dance
Yeah,
around.
tell us,
But
give it to me.
My take is that said get on me about this shit, but I'm a real Wayne fan. Like I'm talking about like through and through. I'm not saying that you not or anything.
That's what it felt
but-
like. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
immediately feel like I'm not a Wayne fan.
No. I feel like I'm not saying I'm more of a Wayne fan than anybody else. I'm just saying like how I listen to Wayne is like I was with Wayne when he was fucking around with auto tune. I was with Wayne when he was fucking around with that rock shit a little bit. I was with Wayne when he was trying shit out. I'm a Wayne fan. So there was some potential in shit I heard. And I was like, this all right. This ain't bad. But when after like for example, you get on me about that Shark song, right?
What's Shark
With
song?
him.
Oh my god.
What's the Jelly Roll and all that?
Yeah.
I thought that it wasn't a bad song.
It's just the
You enjoyed
it's
it a
the
little
hook,
bit?
man.
It
It's
could have
the
been so much better.
it's the hook is so like elementary
It's
to
so
me.
lazy.
It's just so
I
lazy.
agree.
It's
I
so-
agree. But the I think that it was some cool
It was some
verses.
quotables.
It was some you know what I'm saying, Big Sean slid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out rapping.
He did.
He did for sure.
He
He
did.
had the best verse on the album probably.
All right.
Besides Welcome to
I
the
get what
Carter.
you're saying though. Like,
I
it's
get
Like
it's-
an actual structured verse from like
it's not
16
perfectly, but I
bars.
get what you're saying.
I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, I get what you're
It's
saying.
because he came at it like I'm about to be on.
I'm on a
Wayne's
song with
song.
Wayne.
Song, exactly.
He probably did it and then sent it to Wayne. And Wayne was like, I'm just gonna do my.
I'm not doing mine's over.
Yeah,
No,
right.
facts,
That's all I got for that.
That's all I
song.
got.
So I wasn't super mad at it. Like so let's say coming from the first song we all like, then you going into before you even get to the Shark joint, you got the song with Big X, and Big X been killing the game
Yeah.
lately. So you like, okay, this sound hard. Yes, you think Big X definitely, held that song for real. It wasn't doop dip dip and drip drip drip. What the fuck he was saying when he started, Wayne?
He was like drip drip. Yeah.
Dap, and I'm like, all right.
Zit zit zit. He did the whole zit zit.
I was like, Wayne, bro, but song was still cool. So now I'm like, okay, cool song, fire song, cool song. Did I get to the Shark song? All right. Then, bro, like Jay said, it just
Downhill.
Yeah.
God, the elephant song. What the fuck? It was like a song he did with Wyclef. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What beat was it? It was just like America Beautiful and Brave or some shit.
Yeah.
A symphony, and they just rapping off of it. The fuck is you rapping it off of? like a symphony for. Like,
Yeah.
he just did whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
Basically, he's reached that level. And I feel like he's found a
He gonna
recipe that
tarnish his
works.
legacy like that,
And I
though.
feel like he's still using that same recipe from 2010.
Yeah, he needs
Yeah.
to. Yeah, it shows that like he has a lack of like social awareness.
Or cultural, even at this
to,
point.
like,
It's like where we are right now in the culture.
like
it's
you
like
don't
far removed.
Yeah, it's like you don't even see Wayne outside, or like he literally just probably be in the studio and like we wake up like I didn't even know it was 2025. I thought it was till 2021.
Right,
I'm like nigga, you, like you know what I'm saying?
Rock
Like
not in office?
Yeah.
He just said some embarrassing shit like,
So,
like, wait, what?
So,
Rock not in
let me ask you this
office.
question. Let me ask you this question. Like, you don't think the first song, the Welcome to the Carter, wasn't this type of song that showed you that he could still get busy if need be? Or do you feel like that song was one of his
Let
old
China cook
songs?
on that. I'm gonna let China go first, because she didn't even.
That's
Yeah,
a good
let her
question.
do her thing
China,
once
you
too.
can answer that question.
Yeah, I feel like I really do feel like that was an older song. I don't
real?
know if it was maybe like a couple years older or if it was like when I started to plan out the fact that I was going to do this project and I was still fired up and you know what I mean, really excited about it. And, like, this is going to be my opening song, da
That's
da da.
exactly what it
You know
felt
what I
like,
mean?
an opening
That's
song.
what it
Yeah.
gave me.
Yeah.
Like, and it kind of, like you said, like it sets you up to get excited.
Yeah.
And then it's just gradually,
Get worse.
like, I was very bored of the project very
Super.
fast. And the only reason that I would say I had a little bit of entertainment was just like the what the fuck is this, y'all?
Yeah, that's kind of
Like,
where I was
what's
at with it
going
too.
on?
Halfway through, I'm like, all right, what he got next that's gonna make me laugh? Like,
No, at this point,
That's crazy.
like when we were talking about Kanye earlier, we're like, you don't really like give him a chance to listen to it, like
Yeah.
really listen to his projects anymore. I kind of felt like it was like one of those watches where you're just like
yeah,
losing excitement as it goes, and you're just like,
Yeah. This is me the whole time.
yeah. I was with you when we did the
Yeah.
first listen too,
And,
he was
we did a
like-
good. We did a good. Like, it started off cool for me. When I was
Yeah.
like, all right, okay, cool. And I was shaking my head at some shit, all right. But I was just like,
Even when they had that song, when they released a snippet of the song that Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj were on together, I
No,
was
they
like,
did like a remix to Band from NO.
yeah,
Dropped it too, the
and I
deluxe
was just,
version.
I was just like, y'all could have
was
kept that.
underwhelming. Yeah. It
Y'all
was
could have kept
underwhelming.
that. This wasn't, and like, of course, her camp always tries to like pump it up and make it bigger than what it is. And I was just looking at it like,
Yeah,
why are we excited for this? Even her
Yeah.
verse was very underwhelming.
that's why both Nicki and Wayne just be legend
Let me
acts,
ask y'all
man.
this.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about Drake not being on the project?
that was kind
We
of.
was
I
kinda
talked to him about
talking
that.
I wasn't
just-
surprised.
I feel like it's like
Does that say something without saying something?
I think so.
But it's been saying something.
But listen, I don't even think it has like the thing that really tripped me up was like Drake didn't even post the Carter 6 at all.
Like promoting.
Promotion.
So it was like even
Did
if you're not
Nicki
on the
do it?
project,
Yeah.
Well, Nicki did.
She did. Okay.
Yeah.
But like even if you're not on the project, I just feel
That's
like
still Wayne.
That's still
your
Wayne.
label
So,
G.
I'm,
That's still
so,
OG.
I'm, so I'm like I'm looking at that kind of weird where it's like, damn nigga, you don't even say like my big bro drop blah blah blah.
Okay.
Yo.
So what about when he said months ago that he won't like fuck everybody, and he said, remember when DJ Khaled said he got two Drake verses,
Yeah, and then
he
Drake
said
was like, you must be talking about Drake Bell,
He basically like fuck everybody. I don't got nothing for nobody. Niggas didn't come
that
from me.
beef definitely probably showed.
I don't think it should be ever fuck Wayne though. That's just how I
I
feel.
think I agree with that sentiment, especially since all that he's done for him. But
No,
I feel
fact.
like now that we be seeing, like hearing about shit, like even with Diddy, like we be finding out so much more of this shit be happening behind the scenes
Yeah.
that we do not be knowing about. Like, Drake and Wayne beef, like I didn't even know that he fucked his girl.
That's what I was
about to
old
say,
as
yeah.
fuck. It's so old.
Yeah,
Yeah, them
that's
niggas
old.
kept making music and hits, so it's like we really don't be knowing what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You gotta just think
You
naturally.
got a tattoo of this man. You can't post his album.
Yeah, that's wild.
But I
mean,
think
I
Kendrick
don't wanna-
touched on that on Not Like Us. He talking about how Wayne fucked his girl and
Yeah,
got his
that's-
face
that's
tatted
part of
and
that shit.
shit.
I like
Yeah.
that shit.
I'm gonna just say this: like, we don't really like you said, we don't
know their
what,
relationships
we don't know their
and stuff.
relationship. We don't know that, like, Drake probably, I don't know, he doing something on the other end or he was gonna do something. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I feel like we are hyper vigilant on like these niggas' moves right now. You would have thought that the whole Kendrick and Drake shit would have kind of fizzled all that shit out.
I wish
but I
it
feel like
was
right
so
now
bad.
we super fixated
Yeah.
on like. Cause it's almost like we need Drake to kick back in gear, or see if he is going to be kicked back in gear. So we like hyper vigilant on what he does, and I feel like, honestly, man, that's not something we should give a fuck about whether or not he posted a nigga fucking album or not, for real. Because
But that's
it's
how
like,
we always are, though.
I know, but it's
'cause
like, why? Why do we give a fuck? So what? Like, it's
I agree, but it's like we grew.
How
up-
many
we-
times do
we
Wayne
grew-
drop
we grew
new
up-
his album?
Like we
That's
grew
the
up with these
reason.
niggas. Like we grew up on Wayne and Drake. Like we grew up on niggas having a relationship, being friends,
Being
and I
like
think
brothers.
Okay, so let me ask you that
Hold on,
question.
Let me finish it real quick. Let me cook.
Okay,
I
go.
feel like sometimes we see them, you know what I'm saying, on stage together, you know, songs together, and we forget this shit just a business. For
Right.
real.
Yeah.
Or
Right.
even if it was a friendship, at some point, it really came down to just business. And I think Drake probably starting to outgrow the master.
Yeah.
If he hasn't already been doing it.
Probably.
He don't
Like some
need
envy,
Wayne at all.
and envy probably
Yeah.
came.
Hits wise, and well, even Grammys or even a lot of shit. Honestly,
I mean, rapper, period.
I mean, I don't
Accolades
say-
and
I
stuff
would
like
say
that.
rapper,
As far as
but-
accolades and stuff like that, yes.
Yeah,
The
accolades,
more
I
Wayne
agree.
starting to do the
Yeah.
projects, it's going. The gap is getting.
No, I get.
Closer,
I
yeah.
agree. I
So-
agree. I'm only saying like this. How often is Wayne posting his shit on his? Like, do we follow that? Like,
But the thing is,
didn't we
Wayne.
say something about that he didn't post Drake shit?
But my thing is, Wayne is not a person that's on social media
See,
like
see how
that.
we giving him that? We see
No,
how-
I'm-
but we
I'm
see
being
how we shooting
honest,
that
though.
bill,
We just said that Wayne is not really like socially aware. Like, he do not really. He be in his own bubble. Drake literally be on the scene.
He gotta
at
put-
every
Well, maybe,
meeting.
He's a
well,
big
maybe,
social media
Kyrie,
presence
well, maybe
in
in
general.
Drake's eyes, he's like Wayne don't even be on here. So what does it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
But that's
know.
still,
He's
but
not
that's
really
still, but that's
for
still
Wayne,
giving
but
promotion
yeah.
to like
Exactly.
niggas to go
It's just
check it out.
promoting.
And then
Like,
also,
that's the
you
bottom
gotta go
line,
look
yeah.
at look at Drake's profile picture on Instagram. It's still a picture of
Still
Lil
Lil
Wayne.
So it's still kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But just to spin off, because I know we got some topics.
Because I wanna actually touch on how I felt about the album too.
Okay, go ahead, cook.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I think he's still like in a place of where like he just like really love to rap, and I think he's like fuck everything else, fuck outside, fuck the bullshit. I just want to get in the studio and rap, and whatever beats y'all give me, I'm just gonna rap on them.
Yeah.
Cause it's like even if when you listen to certain songs, there is a lot of like no structure on a lot of the shit to where it's like
rapping.
him rapping and like where's your ideas? Like where do you sit down and look at a beat and be like, you know what, I'm gonna make this song about this and I'm gonna do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he just in the studio cooking, rapping, and then being like,
He's had
put it
songs
out.
like that on Carter 5 though.
Yeah,
That's
he
just
did.
The last project.
But you also got to think the Carter 5, he said a lot of those songs was like songs from like Carter 4, Carter 3 throwaway.
That's what I'm saying.
So like if you hear Mona Lisa, if you hear how Kendrick
Yeah.
rapping on Mona Lisa, that sounds like early
man,
Kendrick.
Yes.
He said like he was saying a lot of those songs is like prior to like the Carter 5.
possible, and that's what that's his problem. He needs to stop doing that.
He
You keep
records
doing the throwaway and putting them.
he records so much. Is like the music that he got is like, well, let me go pull some shit from like 27. Like, no, nigga, we ain't trying to hear that shit. Like, do you not know that like it's
sometimes it seems
2025?
Sometimes,
I agree.
sometimes it seems like we are because, like, just like how that song was led into and it felt like it was like a moment of excitement. I kind of automatically knew. I'm like this. Well, it's not like I would know, but I had a feeling that song.
You know
was
what? You
recorded
know what's
years
no, but you know
prior.
what's crazy? I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm the opposite of that. I feel like the intro, the "Welcome to the Car," I feel like he recorded that
I feel like
recently.
that was the most recent.
Because
maybe
for one, the little "Welcome to the Carter" thing that was AI. Because there is no sample of that, so it's like he used that little AI part to make it say like "Welcome to the Carter," like, you know, that shit.
Oh.
Yeah, remember that little sample in the background?
Or the choir and shit.
Yeah, it's that's AI.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
Okay,
I feel like he like recorded that recently just to have an intro. I feel like the first track might have been the intro. Then he was gonna go to like the Big X shit. I
that
feel
would
like.
make sense too because you'll get a bigger feel for what the album
Yeah.
is in general, and you're
Because-
like, you know what, this needs an intro.
Because to be honest, I feel like he's been rapping like that when he been like
the new Rain,
doing shit
yeah.
like on other people's shit. I feel like he
facts.
been rapping like that.
That's facts.
Ah,
It
he
is
has
more. It is
lately,
more his
yeah.
style.
yeah,
it
that's
is
more of
his
like
style.
okay, that sound like
Okay.
newer Wayne.
Okay,
Like
well,
he,
that shows you that he still has that in him. You think that
but
he's just lazy, huh?
We know it's in there. Like, I feel like the legend's gonna, like, Wayne is a great. He gonna
Yeah,
always
for sure.
give you a verse. He gonna always give you a song. But can he do it for 12 to 16 projects? Can he do it for 3 verses on one song?
I agree.
But I was saying some shit that's like, come on, that's
Come
like
on,
a
dude.
nursery
Yeah,
rhyme.
exactly.
Did y'all also happen to
He
listen to him and Rich the Kid album they had together, like the little?
I
collab
did hear a
album?
couple. I liked a couple
was-
of
they was
songs
fire,
on that
wasn't they?
album. They were snapping.
I feel
Yeah,
like
they
you
were.
giving Wayne like, we all like looking at him different. I'm probably more harder on him. Like, I know you can do that.
I am too.
I know you can do that. Like, I
Exactly.
seen you do
I am
that.
too.
I know you can do
Exactly.
that. I'm not impressed by that no more. Yes, like that's cool, but do something different now. And
I feel you.
I feel like he supposed to carry himself like a legend, and I see like some of the moves he make, it don't give me like legend status.
He rapping like, to me, a
you
man
supposed to
without a
be,
country.
yeah, you
He
supposed to
don't
be,
know-
you supposed to have some type of like mystique to you as like, okay, that's Wayne. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get that you want to like showcase like your bars on like shit with like what's the dude?
the dog, Corday.
Corday.
Or,
I like
Benny
you.
the
Yes,
Butcher.
of course you gonna rap with them
you gotta
niggas and
come
like
off
kill
your
them. But
hour
it's just like I'm not
Or
going to check out Corday's project. I'm not going to check out Benny the Butcher.
Or what's the guy? I'm the swerve on the corner. Ooh,
Yeah, you gonna jump on that,
on
like
remix.
ooh, like LaMelo Ball and Lil Wayne, like you know
Who
what I'm saying.
is
That is a
by the
really
way?
LaMelo.
Is he a
that's not
professional?
LaMelo, it's Jello.
that's Jello Ball. Yeah, my bad.
Oh,
He was it was a basketball player.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
He was an athlete.
Yeah.
but he
Two of his other
did he have a
brothers
long
good enough.
career?
Two of his brothers are in the NBA.
And they were all three supposed to go, but I think he just wasn't.
He actually went, but like he was like back and forth in the G League, and then he just stopped
he
hooping.
just was the one that didn't make
Sizzle
the cut
it
too
out or
much.
something.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Their
just
youngest
wanted to
brother
know.
actually the nicest one.
I mean, I don't know. I can't even say it was a memorable song because I can't recall him
Tweaking?
being on there.
No.
Oh, the
okay,
remix?
yeah.
Yeah, I can't recall
it
him being
wasn't
on
that
there.
good. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that good.
He be rapping. Wayne raps like he has to still do this shit.
Yeah,
He
it's
raps
like you got to pay the
he don't-
bills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes that shows your hunger when you got to rap to pay the bills. But I feel like he's rapping off his name. Like
I was just about to
he
say
don't
that.
have to do it no more.
Yep.
But China, I don't know if you've seen. I wanted to just kind of pivot since we still in this Drake and Wayne, shit. Did you see Kendrick went out to Toronto? You know what I'm saying? Did this shit and they fucking went nuts for not.
Yeah, I seen that. I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
Your
that
thoughts
too.
on that?
The way that Not Like Us kind of had its social moment, it had everybody kind of like in a frenzy. And that song's like really addictive and it's almost an earworm. So it's like, can't really help it. And then a lot of people probably up there in the Toronto area probably feel like how some people might feel in Cleveland about some of the people who are from Cleveland and be like, well, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? About that nigga,
I
that
think
nigga been a fraud or that nigga been corny or that nigga been da-da-da. I know this and that about
Yeah.
him. So fuck this nigga, can't wait till, you know what I mean?
I was me
Fuck it
personally
up.
outside looking in. I was like, you know me, I love Kendrick, but I feel like outside looking in, I was looking at them Toronto people in so much just like disgust.
me too.
Because you know why? Because like everybody know, I went to Detroit Tuesday to go see it, and like when I see the video of like how them Toronto niggas was acting, I'm like, y'all really hate Drake. Like it was like. He had to, like, after he performed it, he stood there in the dark and, like, the whole crowd was screaming, one more time. Well, I'm like, are you in this man's home? So y'all fuck with this nigga? Like, really?
Listen, the bar. I was trying to figure out where the fuck this came from, but I just confirmed it because the other day I watched it. The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger.
Oh, you talking about see yourself become a villain?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You either what did it say? You
They said Gotham
die
hated
young,
Gotham
you live
hated
long enough
Gotham
to
hated
see yourself
Batman.
become a
Gotham
villain.
hated Batman after a while.
Yeah, they because they need somebody to hate. They said it on there. He knows he got to be the villain because that's how everything gonna keep going. But he know what he doing at the end of the day. He
Yeah.
knows he's doing good. So in this situation with Drake just got to get out his feelings about it. You got to don't accept the villain and play the villain.
Yeah.
Just accept the villain and be like, yo, you know you still got to get money at the end of the day. You know you still got to put out hits and classics. As long as they're still going, you better capitalize on your time. Do not take time off.
His response should definitely be like just putting out fire ass music
Period.
and
I
just
feel
like block out the noise.
He still does get a lot of love. Like every time I go to Toronto, no matter like what like stores I'm in.
Okay, Traveler.
Right.
All right, Traveler.
The stores or clubs that I am in, they always still play Drake. People still sing it. You know what I mean? People
Yeah.
still show him love. When I went last year for my birthday, people were still showing him love. Like, you know what I mean? Like they played maybe 4 or 5 songs back to back talking about OVO, da-da-da. I was at Lost and Found. So it's just like there's still love there. I believe it's just like it's the both things. People like to place their energy in you know, places where they can be met with camaraderie and we can hate this nigga together or we can, you know what I mean, have a good time making fun of him together.
And I also believe that a lot of times people are just fake as fuck.
They
So it's
are.
just
They
like,
the same niggas that
whatever's-
leave and go
yeah,
sing his shit to their bitch.
whatever's in, because I seen people, they was doing the most. I'm talking about like, they had shirts like real Canadians don't fuck with Drake. And I'm like, y'all really, y'all ain't never felt that way.
Y'all over here doing it for the
Exactly.
concert.
Y'all never felt that
I
way.
think that's lame as fuck.
I do too. I 100%. I 100% agree.
So I feel like that show more about Canada or
Yeah, absolutely.
that's more about them than anything. Like more about how, because Drake, regardless of what he did, at the end of the day, y'all supposed to be a united front.
Facts.
At the end of the day, y'all family. When it comes to this out public shit, we got each other's back. But behind closed doors, we're gonna talk about this shit. I feel like another reason why Drake is losing this beef is he don't really got nobody like even his own country is not as solid as they should be.
I swear to God.
This nigga Kendrick has the whole West
He has everybody.
Coast. And everything on top of it. Like it starts with the West Coast and it just builds on top of it.
And I was about to say that.
If Drake was to do a show in LA,
it would not. He would get booed and shit would thrown at him.
I'm so torn because before he went to Canada, I'm like, Drake gonna come. He can come to LA and it won't be. Now I feel like the way Cali rocks, like they are a united front. Yeah,
they are. They always been that way though.
Niggas will protest outside of the motherfucking crypto if Drake fans is trying to go inside.
Yeah,
like they are
100% agree. It'd be 1,000 Bloods outside. Like, no, cuz you ain't getting there, cuz.
It'd be Crips and Bloods united.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Kendrick will end up doing a concert outside that motherfucker. But I think that just show more about Toronto than anything. Like, and make Drake
I'm
100%
on that. Like when I seen like how they was responded, and like I said, it was just more so like they was OD with everything. Like there's no way that nigga was just standing there and they wanted the encore, not like us in this nigga's country.
I'm not gonna lie.
That is crazy.
Kendrick is just really having his way right now, man. Honestly, he just winning. He uber winning right now, and it just so happened to be like, I ain't gonna lie, like it's good. The West Coast should be happy Kendrick having this time because
they are.
I promise you, they're not gonna get another time like this.
No,
I'm sorry,
probably not.
If Kendrick ain't doing something, West Coast, it ain't happening for y'all.
Probably not.
That weird ass talk music that y'all do is not it.
I agree.
I agree.
Like New York, I had that same drought. West Coast, I had that same drought. Like they happy they got their king right now.
Yeah. The West Coast drought is way
droughty.
And I just feel like and I feel like a lot of them are just gonna ride on
never
this.
have that time again though, because even like how like New Jersey house music came back, I feel like just like how they say there's nothing new under the sun. Whether we get to be the young population that gets to
it probably won't be our era base.
That's what I'm saying. We don't get to enjoy it like how we are in our youth now.
I can see that,
but it'll probably come back once we get a little bit older.
Even that you talking about it with the Jersey shit, that was a little time. That was like a little small time.
Yeah, but Ice Cube's son came out and we had Another Friday, so it's just like you know what I mean. Things always come back around, and like you get a resurgence. People want to dress like a cholo.
But listen, how long have it been since West Coast really smacked like that? It's been a very long time.
They had a very long
time.
They had a little run in the early 2000s. They did.
Yeah, that's how long it's been. That's what I'm trying to say.
But that's not that far off. Like if they're gonna keep coming back around as far as relevancy, how long does that say that they might have?
We're pretty much saying the same thing. The West is coming around every 20 years.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. 20 years is not a long time.
That's spaced
when it comes to cultural.
In rap years, 20 years is a long time because so much changes in that 20 years. Like it done went from the South. It really was in the South for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, up until recently.
So different parts of the South. Let's just give it like that.
All over the South.
Yeah.
And by default, it goes to New York because it just has to go to New York. That's where that shit is at. But it really wasn't in the West. Like
for a long time.
I would give it like the Midwest a little bit. Midwest actually smacking right now.
That's what I'm about to say. Midwest is kind of smacking right now.
Detroit.
But we were smacking before. We were a big creative cultural hub for music in general.
Because I think we done melted pot of a lot of stuff.
So our time will always, no matter what region it's from, our times will always come back around.
But I'm talking about owning it at one point in time. Meaning like
us being the main people pumping the shit out. Yeah.
Right now, technically, I feel like that's what's going on right now. Because I'm not going to give nothing.
Midwest?
I'm going to just say the West Coast got Kendrick and they own that.
They ride
the Midwest, because I'm going to be respectful and give Detroit their flowers because Detroit is killing right now.
And they united as fuck too. They super united.
Yeah.
Like it'll be a Detroit posse cut and it'll be 30 niggas on it and they all just like rapping, killing it.
Don't even gotta know each other. They respect each other. Like they listen to each other and like. You know what I mean? It don't seem like nobody's like tapped out. Like when they have ciphers and stuff like that, they really
everybody go in
to each other.
And they put on. And
Big Sean had a song on this album that was called like the Detroit Freestyle. It was like 30 niggas on there.
I remember that.
Eminem was the last one to rap.
I remember
that's fire.
And I love it. I love that sound. It's fire. It's energetic. It's funny. It's unique. And then, like you said, the Midwest always do got a little part. I remember like St. Lunatics and all of them had a little time.
People love Ohio.
We're gonna have a little.
Then you got.
Let's own it. Let's own it though. Let's have it for 10 years.
It's just hard for us because like we the
melting
Midwest.
pot.
Because the Midwest got all kinds of niggas.
But we're like a built-in underdog.
In the Midwest, it's like you know.
I mean, you ever heard somebody from fucking Milwaukee talk? Like, imagine them on a freestyle.
But the Milwaukee
Well, Chicken P from Milwaukee, actually not bad.
They be trying.
But that's what our Milwaukee niggas are like. Our Milwaukee is like our version
Canada.
of the Baltimore niggas with their type of accent. Yeah, because they're Midwesterns,
true.
right?
Yeah.
So like that's our version of Baltimore niggas.
Yeah.
Some people say that we
got
sound
accent.
very
Yeah,
funny.
Yeah, if you
I
go somewhere else,
definitely
you
hear that
definitely you can hear it.
People
Like
say that we
people
got
say it all the time.
Yeah,
Like, where
they
you
say
from?
it's
Up
like
north?
a
I'm like, yeah,
country
Cleveland.
city type of
Yeah, I hear we
twang.
got country talk.
Like we say it very properly, but it's like a southern like comfort swang twang to it. That's what they say. I can't hear
remember
the
we
shit.
was doing the YouTube thing, and they was saying that we
elongate our words,
vowels.
yeah.
I know, I do believe that,
And the oomph, like, oops, excuse me.
Oh, right.
That's some shit. I was like, ooh.
but we do elongate our vowels, like all salty and all like
Salty,
swear.
bro.
Yeah, we
Let's
do.
say our words.
But
We say our words
no,
for
like
real.
we elongate
Lazy
it.
tongue.
We
They
be like,
so they
sure.
just say that shit, like,
Yeah.
just all one word just be long as fuck. Like,
Yeah, we got a little. I get it, but it's not to a point where it's like, you ever heard? Like I said this on. I think I might have said it on the pod for. There are normal, regular talking niggas that I think like the English dictionary. Like you say the word like this. That's some niggas out west.
I was about to say, where are those niggas
They're
from?
Seattle and fucking
The white boys in LA.
Bro,
That's what
I met Seattle niggas and they were like, "Hey, we were on the phone
We're
doing
right up the
this."
street, and
you're
this
like,
is what
"Oh,
we're
okay."
going to do, and nothing is going to be going like this.
I was waiting to find people that actually just talk regular, like with no fucking kind of nothing.
The bus is right up
Them
the street.
Seattle
And
niggas.
they talk
Yeah.
like Keith Lee.
Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I get it. Let's say 1 through 10 and try it.
They talk regular,
Right? Staccato.
regular talking, not Boston. All I know, Boston got a low accent, like
Their
this.
shit's long tail.
Yeah, but them niggas out. I'm talking about like West, like shit. Hell, Arizona probably them niggas probably in Arizona talk like that too, for real.
It's a little long, a little sway.
No, I think Arizona probably get like more West Coast probably.
Yeah, it's a little long
Like
and
that tone.
sway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Different
look, I don't-
times long.
Yeah, because you know why? What's the battle rap nigga? Rum Nitty kind of got like an accent. He sound like he can be from like West Coast. I won't say LA, but like he definitely sound like one
They
of them niggas
said that
over
a
there.
lot of people from the West Coast ended up moving over there to that area because of how congested it was getting in that area.
Okay, well. All right, well, shouts out to Kendrick, shouts out to
Shouts
Drake,
out to the
shouts
West
out to Wayne
Coast.
too, man. I just want to see Wayne do just.
Put more of your heart in it.
Oh, he gets so old. Like I know what he ain't got to do. He not gonna do movies. He ain't gonna do all this other shit. So like, bro,
Movies.
just be a legend, bro. Mentor somebody.
They gotta have an
else.
intervention. I'm talking about like bring that nigga in a room with 12 people.
You need to do that.
He need an intervention. I'm telling you.
He don't need to put out no more music. He just give us like little gems, freestyles and shit. Not freestyle, but like verses. This is fine.
Ooh, I heard that so many times. A
No,
nice little
this is
verse from
fine. Just give
Wayne.
us a verse.
the problem is the bills are due.
Something is coming out, whether you like
Carter
it or
7
not.
next week.
Drop it.
Carter 7 next week. His cup is
He's
cooking.
all y'all like 6. I'm giving y'all 7. No, my nigga.
Is
No.
there anything to add before we switch it up, though?
No, I
Nah,
don't
man.
think
Shouts
so.
out to them, man. We love our legends. At the end of the day, we just want to see the best from them. That's
So
it.
while we're
for
talking
sure.
about legends and people that we appreciate, let's shift over to the BET Awards.
Did anybody see the BET
I seen
Awards?
clips like
Clips
I
more
I
so
seen
than
like
anything,
a lot
but
of
I
it
think
though,
we
but I
still
seen
talk
like
about it.
a whole bunch of stuff on Twitter as it was going on because I think I was busy at the time. I seen a whole bunch of stuff though
I
Yeah.
did too. I didn't really watch it live, but I seen a lot of
because I heard that shit ain't go off till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
That shit was on late as fuck for my
Like I'm too old for that
Did
shit
you
now.
see it straight
Yeah, I
through?
watched it pretty much through until
Nigga
like
taped
12.
it.
With a real tape, nigga flip it over.
Nigga skipping the commercials and
Fuck
shit.
me because I grew up on the BT Wars and I was there. I was watching that shit, the red carpet.
He had his cup ready. Like,
I was ready.
So from what I seen, it looked like they all were supposed to have like a dress code. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
They
it
weren't.
was.
It
So
didn't,
they had
I don't
the
know if they
theme?
talked
Yeah.
about it or
Yeah.
not.
I
But
feel like that was it.
everybody came in really nice, elevated
Yes.
looks,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate that because I feel like it elevates the stature of the show, like we were just talking
Yeah.
about
Yep.
last year,
Yep.
and it having that same type of tier that
We were just
the
talking
grand-
about
That's
that.
what I'm saying. We were just talking about
about
this
it.
last year, and I'm so happy that y'all heard our
love it.
podcast because y'all need us, and like it was just really nice to see our people dressed up really well.
sure.
There were still moments that we were true to like what we normally do when it comes to BET Awards, where we turn the fuck up and we don't give a fuck. But like I just love seeing all the ball gowns and the
Yeah.
tuxes and the different patterns, and people looked good. They looked really nice.
and then you got stars like Kendrick come, Tyler
couldn't
Perry
believe that.
come.
That was
Yeah.
wild.
Back, though. That's I
Tyler
don't think-
Perry, you got Kevin Hart hosting it because Kevin Hart
Yes.
big
It
as fuck
brings
now.
that credibility.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know what I'm saying. I feel like it starts with the dress, the wardrobe. Like I feel like
you got to make it more elegant.
Like come on, we don't get dressed that often. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, funerals, you know, court. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot
but
of
we
those
do. We just don't. It's not a. It's not
formally dressed.
I think
like,
we do. I think it's just not publicized.
I think he's talking about for like black events.
Televised.
He's talking about for black
go
events.
to derbies. Niggas do plenty of stuff.
We ain't talking about dope. We talking about things that's going to elevate our culture.
Events,
you know what I'm saying?
They are black derbies.
No, I'm not saying like that. Like for like
like pop culture type stuff.
On that type of stage, I feel like it should have always been like that.
Absolutely. We got further and further away from it from the start to where we are now.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere along the line it got lost.
And I think I'm not gonna put all on BET, but it kind of, when you watch TV, that shit matters to you. You know, you go up and you see, okay, that's what you do. That's what you dress up. It's time when you go to certain things, events, you dress up. You know what I'm saying? So I think we lost that. But to bring it back, I do agree with you. That kind of just brought some credibility. Dressing up, you got your little black tie event on. That boy DC Young Fly that shit on the whole night.
Yeah,
it
was
I think
fire.
pieces on.
You did. T.I. was looking sharp.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that shit. I like getting that type of fly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Me too.
that kind of shows your versatility. It's so easy to throw on some simple. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's
And we
dress
see that
up.
enough. Like you say, we see that enough. So it's nice to, and it gives the younger people a vision of this is like some, like you said, versatility. You don't always have to wear the regular normal stuff. You don't have to come immediately down.
Skin as a woman all the time, like or the way you show
showing
it
all
could
the
be,
skin.
it could be a little sexier. Not a whorish way, but like a little. You know what I'm saying?
All the women came out. All the women came out. Classy,
Gorgeous.
nice,
Yes.
gorgeous. Lizzo, all of them. It was a bunch of people doing a motherfucking thing. I'm not trying to shine the light directly, just like on like all the women showed. I'm just like, but I am happy to see that they wasn't fucking
looking like
anything.
Yes.
Looking amazing.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
I think a lot of times that like the upper ups, the higher ups at BET probably was like looking how like all these stars coming out to the Grammys and shit, and it was like, why can't they come over here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
So like,
can.
you gotta
We just have to set the
you gotta start
precedence.
putting certain things in place to where it's like, all right, we gonna dress you up, blah blah blah. Because I
Exactly.
never expected Kendrick and SZA and all them other, all them to be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So stuff like that, you put in a position to where it's like, all right, maybe next year Jay and Beyonce might show up, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can slowly get to that point.
Exactly,
Back to
exactly.
that
It starts
point,
with-
'cause we were
you
there
gotta start
before.
putting that, I don't say pressure, but I feel like our main stars should have never stopped going.
Yeah, for sure.
The fact that we should have made the BET Awards with it, you know what I'm saying? When it first was in the
That's
20s,
ours. It's ours.
The first 2000s, you know what I'm saying? It was ours. And it's like, I don't know when we lost our way and Jay-Z and Beyonce, once they stopped coming, that shit was over. Everybody thought it was too cool to come. You know,
But that's when they were feeding into all the ratchetry
that's when they was still
and
coming up.
people
And
just
once they
doing
made to their
whatever.
official stature, once they dropped that shit, they was like, you know, we pop up. And y'all don't know if y'all remember that one year Beyonce, they said that she was coming. And then they
put like a tape or something on.
That shit was crazy.
And she was like performing.
Beyonce was coming the whole night, my nigga.
And they put like a
They put,
pre-recorded
like, a prompter of her like across the country on her motherfucking tour,
That's
man.
wild.
And it just lost. It was
That's
just
a
like,
slap in the
things
face.
that
Okay,
lose
but above all that, not only that, because I love the fact that we looked amazing, but the tributes, right?
Yeah.
Let me just touch on this one, because this is an example of like people coming out for certain tributes. Like when they did Jamie Foxx tribute, fire.
Yeah, fire.
That's the reason why
Tank.
more people probably come too.
You know what I'm saying? Babyface.
For sure.
Yeah.
Where we
For
have
sure.
the names
What?
that we appreciate.
gotta
Jennifer
Jimmy Foxx
Hudson?
tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you hear that? That tribute killed every tribute. The 106 in Park tribute fired.
Yeah.
Amy Marie looked amazing. Keisha Cole. I'm not kidding.
Maya
Keisha
killed
Cole.
it. Ashanti killed it.
Ashanti,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shit, Bow Wow did his thing.
Bow Wow
Motherfucking
killed it for
B2K.
sure.
Everybody. I was like, man, look, this is a black. This
It's
is
showing up for blackness. It
I'm
do.
Like, oh shit, I'm older.
Listen, when I seen the Harlem Shake, I'm like, oh my
yeah. I was
God.
like, that's
She was
crazy.
killing it too. She got
I'm like,
Nah, it was-
represent that. I'm like, oh, they doing the Harlem Shake.
I'm like, damn. But
What about Maya too? Like Maya would
Oh.
have. What you gonna do? I was like, oh, that's crazy.
She's always been a good performer. I've seen her in person twice, and she always has a very strong stage presence. And when you see her in person, she's very captivating. She makes eye contact with everybody.
too,
She
bro.
slows everything
make eye
down.
contact
She's
with me.
really good. You said what?
She couldn't make eye contact. I would be a tent.
If I was a cameraman, I'd be
So
like,
sweet too. She would have said if you were when she came down to Akron for the club performance that she did. If you stayed for a couple of minutes afterwards, she probably would have talked to you. She was like
Yeah.
so sweet.
I would have walked away. Get
So
away from me.
sweet.
Please get away.
Nigga fell down.
Like, oh my God, what's that?
I gotta see her for my 22nd birthday.
Look up here. Focus on me.
Give me a hug so you can't see it.
Oh my God. Look, don't look down. Don't look down.
Please,
Give me a hug.
Look at my
Please,
eyes.
though.
My eyes up here. No, but man, hey man, shout out to BET Awards, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Good job. Keep elevating and
then
keep listening to us.
The streamers, shout out to the
Kevin Hart for advocating for the streamers to be able to come.
Yeah, for
Thank you,
sure.
Kevin
Yes,
Hart.
that was
That was
fire.
great. He
Shouts
said,
out to-
"I'm not coming if the streamers aren't allowed to come."
And that was
He
a perfect
paved the
thing
way
to
for
do.
them.
It was so
Yes.
like behind the scenes. It was so
Yes.
entertaining. Everybody was like tuned in.
Yep.
It made it more. It's like they're adapting to like today's society. So like in
Yes.
2025, the streamers are lit right now. So it's like
Yes.
more people are looking at like Castanet stream than like a lot of shit on TV.
Man, Castanet had everybody. Think about it. Like there are fucking shows, radio shows, household shows. Breakfast Club. That's niggas, high key celebrities aren't going to.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are.
This nigga Castanet got all of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
He got Nicki Minaj. He got Drake on this shit. He got
Charlie.
let me ask you
LeBron.
this.
Not
Yeah.
LeBron. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Who was that? Who is that? He just got a lot of top tier
Yeah.
I
stars.
was
So
gonna say
let-
not LeBron.
So let me ask y'all this: like, how y'all feel about the whole Castanet and Wale thing?
About him not knowing his name and him trying to check in.
Yeah, but how did you feel about Wale? But how did you
don't
feel about Wale
appreciate-
like
always
dubbing?
has a very overbearing, like bad taste in his mouth about how the industry
Get him.
does him,
Yeah,
like
he do.
recognizes him, acknowledges him, the lack of acknowledgement.
He got a
And-
complex or something.
But he
it's
makes
spreading
it-
into a
yeah, he
complex
makes it
where
too
he
much.
makes the other people's problem, and he's like making his public persona like very unlikable.
He been doing that.
It's
It's been
to
that way for a
where
while.
You
Yeah.
say Wale and people's nose turn up, and it's like that's not where you want to be.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He just he must have a time in his life where he just wasn't getting the validation that he needed.
He
but,
said it's always been like that.
and it sucks because Wale. There was a time where Wale really was that nigga. This was way before MMG. This is way before
was.
MMG.
He's
We talking
still
about
very talented,
Go-go
which is
house
sad.
music or go-go
His first
music.
album,
Yes,
but,
like
yeah.
Wale was like a fucking fire. It's not till you went to MMG where I feel like he went downwards. But
Yeah.
Because they weren't
It
able
didn't
to
fit his
put
mode.
development
It didn't fit.
power
It
into him.
didn't. Wale never
He should've
fit over
signed
there.
with them.
No.
Yeah, never fit with it. He should have went, but like he should
Young
took
Money.
He should have took the J. He really should have took the J Cole route and like probably like stood
Yeah.
next to Jay for a
I
minute.
thought he would have.
Yeah.
I think that would have been the best thing for him. He would have had his
Yeah.
own camp, and I feel like it would have been better suited for him.
Yeah,
as
he
an
didn't need. He
artist.
didn't need to like stand next to like a posse, especially with like I feel like Ross at the time.
Yeah,
was,
they
like,
were his
cooking.
type of niggas.
So like Ross was like one of them ones at the time. So I just feel like and then Meek came. So like Meek was like
Right. MMG
hot
was
as
a
fish
whole
grease.
different thing.
So it's not like where does Wale fit in that?
That's
like, you
what
know
I'm saying. They had no power for his artist development,
Yeah, he
and I
didn't
don't
fit.
think that's
He didn't
fair.
never fit over there. Yeah.
I still think he's a classic act, and I feel like he got some hit
Absolutely.
songs.
Yeah, he do.
You think he a legend?
I could give it to him.
I can't give him.
You want to
could-
know what
could
I
give
think
Wale a
happened?
legend. Could you give Waka Flocka legend status?
No, I can't.
I know, I'm asking because like if you can get Waka, then you definitely get Wale.
He would definitely go in the
Wale
Def
was,
Jam Fight Club, the Def Jam Fight. He would definitely be in the game.
Cool.
He would be in the
Waka?
game.
Who?
Waka Flocka, he would be in the game. If we made a game with
we
like
had
the
Def
people
Jam?
who would be fighting, he would be in the Def Jam.
Okay,
Like
look.
Say he wouldn't.
he's a good rapper.
He would be in the Def Jam too.
I can't say great. I just doing too much. He was a good rapper in 2010s. No, like let's not overdo it, man.
Boy,
he
you
was
just-
a
you
good
just
I feel
saying
like
rapper.
he's
something
a
about
good
Big Sean.
creative artist.
Yeah, like he's a good rapper.
I feel like he had more
but
hits
that's
than
like
Big Sean.
legend.
No,
like,
does
come
not.
on,
He got
man.
more hits than Big
As
Sean.
think
far
he got
as
more
pop
hits than Big
culture is
Sean?
involved, I wouldn't
No, he do
necessarily
not.
say he's
I
a
can't
wave.
even-
Wait, let's hold
wave-
it down. We all having a bunch of conversations. All right, so somebody go ahead start what y'all was saying.
Like you
I
said,
was just questioning, like, I can't give him a legend status. We start handing out them type of titles, like you start giving it to everybody. So I think Wale was a good rapper for the 2010s, made some good music. He didn't transition well into the 2020s. And
he did.
All right, that's fair, bro. I just feel like we forgetting a lot of his
I
stuff.
remember, like, shit.
Kyrie a fan of everybody.
No, I'm
What's
just
the
saying,
album
let's
with the
give him
Seinfeld, like
respect.
with the Seinfeld
This is
cover?
what he's
Like,
talking about. He like we're disrespecting his
I'm
name.
not
a legend, but if you give
him.
him a Kyrie, when we talking legend, we're talking about albums for one.
Okay,
He does not have a classic album to his name.
He has attention deficit. It's definitely a classic album.
No.
Who?
Come on, see, that's what I'm saying. Like classic album.
I thought like
I'm
the
so
ambition.
Jay. I'm so happy you here, Jay.
Was that
Jay,
Wale?
I'm
Ambition better than that.
Jay, I'm so
Attention
happy
deficit.
you
His
here.
first album.
I like Ambition
it's
better
a
than that.
classic.
It's a hip hop classic.
No, it's not.
For who?
Or is that Wale's or is that your favorite?
Because he has that.
Listen, that Wale is what made him. That was what started him.
Yeah, because he had that hit song on there with the Lady Gaga thing, whatever. The
Poker
flip.
Face.
He had Nike boots. He had Poker Face. He had Pretty Girls. I think was on there.
Pretty girl.
What do you mean? That was his like. That was his.
All right, I guess.
Classic
It's
album.
it's a
I guess
okay
everybody got
album.
different.
TV and the radio. He also a niche rapper too. Like there are.
What do you mean by that?
Like people, there are people that love Currency. I'm talking about they love him.
For sure.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
Let's see what
But guess what? He will be a legend. He will be a legend when it's
Currency.
all over.
I mean,
Currency won't be a legend.
He will be a legend because in the like, well, it's different types of.
I think he has a
legends.
cult.
I think
I
it's
think
like
that's a cult.
a
Yeah.
no
Exactly.
name type of.
I don't think Wale
legend.
has that fan
But
base
when
like
you say
like
legend,
Currency.
no.
Not like Currency though.
No, I'm not saying he's a cult. He's a cult a legacy. He has a cult legacy.
If you say co-legend, that's different.
How?
Fine. Let's say
I'm not even trying
But
to
when
be
you start
funny.
talking
Like,
about rapper for rappers, you can't say legends are like come on, man. We can't say Wayne and Wale are legends.
Is
That's
Young
not the
Dolph gonna be a
same
legend? Rest of the Young Dolph, but is he gonna be a legend?
No, he's not
Okay,
a legend.
All right, let's just be fair. That's all I'm saying. All right, that's all I
You
agree.
be trying to get us to get your whole.
No.
I'm just Dolph is not a legend.
See, you said it,
But
you
what
said
Dolph
it.
was at his time, he put out some of the best music during his time. That was what it was.
so
But
is
just-
Dolph a legend?
No.
No.
Okay,
Period.
all right. If we could be fair around it, all right, fuck it.
You know, some people would
He's a-
argue
he's
with you
a
till you
legend.
blew in the
He's a-
face about
yeah.
Dolph being a legend.
No,
Like
no,
that,
I'm
that
not
might take
Yeah,
some
if
sense.
he would have
You know
said
what
yeah,
I'm
I'd have
saying?
been like, man, I'm out. I'm not
hell
having
no.
a
He
conversation
didn't.
anymore.
First off, he didn't get to really live long enough to see how where he would have ended that.
Yeah.
Wale's
I don't know.
lived a pretty long life. You know what I mean?
Niggas 36.
Come on,
Right, nigga turn 40 tomorrow.
I feel like
Okay,
Isn't
okay.
Wale a Virgo?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
being silly,
Cuddy is a legend. They came out around the same
he's not
time.
a legend to me either.
He's a Cleveland
Cuddy is
legend.
not
That's
a
what I
legend.
said. It's a
Legend.
different
He's a
type of
Cleveland
legend.
legend.
He's a hometown legend.
Are you trying to say somebody he's a hip hop legend, Kyrie? Come
he
on,
does have
man.
a pop culture longevity, but
Pete, this is why
I
Cuddy is
would
a
I would
legend.
give Cuddy the
Because he's a different sound. He is his own sound.
he made
transitioned a
him
lot
in
of
an
shit.
actual
He's the same type
genre.
of niche rapper as Wale.
No,
though.
it ain't like that.
I
with
just
Cuddy,
think-
bro.
I just-
he wrote for
I just-
for
Kanye. That's cute.
Not even that. He
But
was
That's
make
cute.
another
That's
Kanye.
great.
Why you didn't write for you, nigga? How about you make your shit?
He
Like,
still has hits.
he does not have nothing better than 808s. You wrote for him.
That's not true.
You growling, bro.
All right.
I'm on the
Kid
fence
Kid
about.
Cudi's a legend. You're right.
I think
Cudi is definitely a legend.
Cudi's Wale. Who is your legend? Who else you got?
I was gonna ask you this. 'Cause-
What's his
no, I was
name?
gonna ask you this because we just had.
Big ass legend pool.
No, listen. I was gonna ask you this, Jay, because we just had this argument the other day. How you feel about Big Sean?
Logic,
Then?
he a legend
Big
too.
Sean?
Yeah.
As far as what?
Legend.
No.
No.
Stop playing with me.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Detroit legend, absolutely.
I was just asking.
Detroit legend,
Okay.
absolutely. But
I can have the argument about Wale before I have it about Big Sean.
No.
I feel
There's
like
no
Big
way.
Sean was a mix
I
of
feel like-
good.
I think Big Sean got more hits though.
Okay,
No, he
so
don't.
I feel like if we were to put 5 people in legend status, I would definitely say Pharrell is a legend. Right?
Okay, yeah, these are
Of course.
for sure.
Those are
legends.
Pharrell was.
These are for
Jay-Z,
sure. legends.
Pharrell, them starting to be icons. Like,
Okay.
So what's a legend
Here we go.
versus
legend is
an
Wayne.
icon?
Okay.
legend is Wayne
Question.
right now.
Okay.
And
I
Wayne
mean,
is fucking with his legendary status.
Oh yeah, it's kind of it's shaky.
Wayne is fucking it up right now.
Well, he already a legend. Wayne is already a legend.
but
So look.
You can
Look.
still, hold on, you can still mess up your legendary status.
Okay, look,
Because
listen.
Kanye is messing
No,
with his legendary
Kanye's
status.
still gonna be. He's still gonna be a legend.
You're
Regardless,
messing with your legendary status.
I
I
get
get
it,
what
I
you
get
mean.
it.
Like you're bringing your status
You're,
down.
you're
He might have
be
a
a
tier.
C-list, D-list
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
player.
Or something,
You're a
yeah.
legend. You might just be a D.
Exactly.
I get you saying.
Exactly.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Will
let
Smith
me
is
ask
a
you this question.
legend.
Let me ask you this question real quick, then, because this is like kind of left field, but it is a good question. Pusha T a legend?
No.
Yes.
I agree.
No, that's not true.
No.
Pusha T a legend?
Well, what
me
about
your answer.
clips?
That's what I
That's
was
what
going
I'm
off
saying.
the
Is the
clip.
clips
All right,
legendary
I just-
or like is it separated?
Is the Clips legendary?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're definitely going to be in the
that's
Def
not-
Jam game.
Everybody make the grind to beat in school. What are we talking
That's my
about?
song.
I'm
We
saying
can't.
that does not make them legendary.
Exactly. What are we talking
not the
about?
only song,
the Clips
though.
ain't no fucking legend.
They're not legends to me. They,
nah,
they
stop.
are like they got historic. They got
Legendary.
era
They got
moments in
some
time.
shit, boy.
Let's keep it all in the book. When you think of hip hop rap groups,
So the Neptunes,
first
the
thing-
legends?
Not Clips.
They're a duo. They're a duo for one. Like
But the
So-
Outkast is
Well,
definitely
Mobb Deep is a
legend.
fucking-
Oh, so y'all about to really get
Mobb Deep is a duo.
I would put
He
Migos
ain't
over
Twins
Clips
is a
as
duo.
far as who was legendary.
That is true.
I would too.
That is
I put Migos
true.
over there.
That is true.
Okay.
That is true.
I would too.
Wait, hold it down, hold it down.
Niggas
What?
started living off of mystique. Like now we started putting Pusha T because he dropped a couple good albums.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah, great
now we
features.
got to go back into since he did this. Now we
Yeah.
got to go back and make all this hard shit he did back in the day.
okay, so let me
Like,
let me.
come on, man.
So
agree.
I can take my personal bias out of it because I'm a huge Clips fan, but I will take it as like I can give y'all that. I'll give y'all that.
Amigos over Clips.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Migos 100.
That's not even an argument.
That's a legendary group. I don't give a fuck what nobody
Absolutely.
says.
They
We ain't about to have that
were,
argument.
Yeah, that's
I feel
a-
like
yeah, that's
they,
what I'm arguing
they
about.
got their legendary card very early.
Very early.
Yeah,
Very
that ain't
early.
nothing to argue about
Because
at
they
all.
were pumping out hits.
Man, what?
They took
Not
over
even just that, they
culture
changed
for
the
a while.
sound of
Yes.
music, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Who's
To me-
naming this shit culture and it's actually
Yeah,
accurate?
exactly.
No, for real.
That's what makes it a
Exactly.
legend to me. Like your shit has to
Yeah.
have a moment in culture, a moment
I
in,
get
like it has some type of impact on the game. I
Yeah.
feel like
Cuddy.
I do agree that like Cuddy has an impact in the game. So when you say he's a legend to me in Cleveland, but I don't think
He's still
that
a legend.
I think-
Cuddy could, hold on. This is my thing. Do you think Cuddy career? He would say he reached the pinnacles that he wanted to with his career.
I think
Yeah,
that
he had a Cuddy Fest,
if he,
right?
listen, if you knew that Cuddy is a very
He don't
is
like to
very
be on the
down,
pod. He
no,
don't
he's
like-
very
he's
down on
really-
himself.
yeah.
So he probably would think that he could have did this or that compared to. But he is a very much so a legend star. I think a lot of the artists in the industry would tell you.
It's
that.
the sound. I'm gonna tell you something, Jay. Something about Cuddy is like he transitioned the sound of music how
Yeah,
it
yeah,
sounded.
that
He
808
was
down
very
all that.
he was very like emo, rappy. Talk about my feelings. Rappers weren't doing that shit till Cuddy
I agree.
came.
And humming, bro. Nobody could fucking do the hum. But
In a rap indie album that
bro.
actually
I think
sounded
he's-
good.
And we're not trying to. And honestly, I'm not. When it comes to Cuddy, I'm not
not
even
gassing it,
super
like-
duper on some Cleveland shit with about it.
Cuddy wrote for Drake. Like I'm not knocking Cuddy, but I feel like when you started saying Cuddy a legend, I think we got to start like it's a lot of other people that did.
That
more
legend
than
word
Cuddy,
just so like I
If
get what you're
if we
saying.
could give
though.
Travis Scott a fucking legend, legend.
No,
I'm
hell
saying,
no.
Travis Scott. Why is he?
People, I promise people will tell you that.
No,
People
What
will
is
tell you
it?
that.
He's
What
a
is
hot
it that?
rapper right
What
now.
does that mean when like they say it's like it's different off of different people, like it's perceptual or something
Yeah,
like
it's-
that?
a
You
lot
know
of
what I
stuff
mean?
could
The
be.
legend
Yeah.
word. It's a different word
What
for it.
you
I don't
mean,
know
what
what
it
it
means
is.
for you,
but-
basically.
It's absolutely
Exactly.
yeah.
Like
So what a
everybody
legend
could.
is,
You're
yeah.
what you think is a
Kyrie's
legend.
a legend whore.
I might
Everybody.
not.
Oh, she's a legend. He's a good verse. He's a legend.
He retired real early.
Oh, yeah.
No, for real, I get what you're saying.
I mean, Lil
Really?
Pump is a legend. I mean,
I just feel like that like you said
Lil
that
Pump.
word legend is kind of like
We throwing it around real loose.
yeah.
So
So
think about
like
what a legend mean, y'all. Like, let's just be
it's
honest.
up to you
like,
though, like how you
that's what
interpret
I'm
it.
saying.
Like if
Because
you
is Schoolboy Q a legend in y'all's eyes? Probably not.
No.
But in my eyes, yes, he's an LA legend.
See,
And nigga's a
so
real
when you
nigga.
get saying like regional legends, he's definitely a
you
Yeah.
can
He could be a
understand that.
regional
Yeah.
legend. I'm talking about on a like a hip hop.
Snoop
No.
Dogg is an actual legend.
Okay,
Snoop
he's
Dogg's
an icon.
Yeah,
But he's
icon.
also a regional, like he's a legend on
she's
different
right.
when you
levels.
when you hear LA before all this Kendrick shit, it was Snoop like before.
He's a
anybody.
godfather though.
Yeah,
like
that's the
he's like a
Godfather.
super
That's
super
everybody's
legend.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But I feel like even with what you're saying, I still do think that Kid Cudi is a legend amongst music.
Maybe we just maybe in people's
Or not yet.
perspective,
I'ma say
we
he's
need to
on
see
track.
it.
He's on-
we
on-
need to see it play out
think
even
so.
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah,
it has
yeah,
I
been.
say as an artist, he's a
Yeah.
legend. But I still think that's still
Okay, I
man, that's
get.
still
Listen,
so-
we need a little bit more time. He is definitely on the scale
pathway
be
to
the
getting
legend.
there.
He could,
Yeah.
because the
Yeah.
fact he had an impact on music, he changed the way it sounded for that era. He impacted Kanye, he impacted a lot of great minds. So, and then I think maybe if I hear about his pen or how much he wrote for, like all that.
You gotta watch
See,
that
you listen
documentary
to
too.
it.
You gotta watch this doc.
All of
You
that
gotta-
does
Yeah.
factor
I haven't
into-
even watched this
That's really good.
documentary,
All
and
of
I
that
would
does
still
factors into
say.
your, because I didn't know some of the stuff R. Kelly did. Like I'm not, that sound wild, but I didn't know.
Yeah, whole time.
No, I didn't know like the pen that he had. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like
Once
all
you
the
hear-
artists he made
like
music
once
with
you hear
and
that
for.
changes your legend. Like if I found out the nigga
B2K.
Kid Cudi did something like
Michael Jackson like that.
That's it.
Like-
that can change your legend status. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
it
saying? So I
can,
can,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. We leave
Right.
that open.
So
Okay.
so you're right, and I agree. I guess we all kind of on the same page with that. But okay, so let's speaking of legends. Let me just go ahead and segue to another topic.
Okay.
Let's give some respect to the legend Tyler Perry, man. For
You got some clap buttons.
yeah, let's get it.
I love how that's the only button you remember.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm not fucking with nothing else. Huh?
Oh, I was waiting for somebody to say, "Hey, light it up."
We gotta
Go
get
ahead
to
and give me that.
We're gonna get to the. Listen, no,
Pass me the lighter,
Jay, I'm
please.
gonna make sure I open this up
I wanna-
real good for
I
you, so
wanna-
that way you can.
I want to save Jay a little bit later.
Yeah, I'm about to say Jay, 'cause I feel like Jay
I'll probably go
don't got
after
the
you, though.
same. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go. We're gonna be China.
What?
Because I feel like we kind of on the same page with the movie, but I don't know.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
maybe we
oh,
are.
so
Y'all
y'all
on
go
the
ahead.
same
Y'all go ahead. No, y'all
We're
too.
on
Y'all
the
go
same
ahead.
page.
I don't know, because y'all keep trying to fry my girl Tiana, and I'm not fucking with that.
I'm like
Oh,
this.
no, we're gonna get there. We're gonna go. We're not
I'm
gonna
like,
go
I'm
there.
like this. It ain't
We're going there today.
So we're gonna go like this.
Oh, I'm like this.
We're gonna go like this.
I already know.
We're gonna go like this. All right. So, China, you want to start?
No, you
We're gonna
can
talk about
start.
Straw. We're gonna talk about the movie Straw. Tyler Perry just dropped a movie on Netflix
Okay, I will start, actually.
called Straw. Okay, let me just introduce it.
Go ahead,
Called
yes.
Straw. With featuring Taraji P Henson. Where let's give it a little bit of background. He gave Taraji was complaining about how black women in the TV or movie business aren't getting paid like men or just getting what they're
Fair
worth.
share is, yeah.
And Tyler Perry made sure that he did that for her. Not only her, I think Tiana Taylor got paid real good. I think that all the women, Sherry Shepherd probably got paid real good. At the end of the day, I don't know. I'm just, that part I don't fucking know if it's true or not. But at the end of the day, it was the most talked about movie for the last week or so now. So
For sure.
After Sinners.
after Sinners, because you're right.
Sinners is still taking over the planet.
You're right,
just
because it's
on
now
streaming
that it's
now.
on streaming.
Yeah.
You're right. So go ahead, China. You will give a little bit about how you
This
feel about
movie
the
was the most stressful movie ever, and if you were a black woman, it was even more stressful.
No, you got, but you gotta have. But look, see here.
I'm serious. Like
But you gotta-
that movie was so stressful, and I know it was
She wanna
supposed
take
to
a
be
sip.
like, oh, what is it gonna take for this woman to snap? But like, yo, this bitch. I don't know. We're not doing spoilers, are we?
No,
we
I
are.
want you-
aren't.
We're sipping on.
Listen,
Yeah, we gotta
sports
break
on
it.
Netflix.
Spoiler alert.
Let me
Spoiler
see, whatever
alert.
button.
But yeah, you gotta watch
You
it.
just pressing shit.
Okay,
before
there we go.
that.
That's perfect.
What was it?
Spoiler alert. Y'all killing me. Yep.
Yeah.
Spoiler
Okay,
alert.
so, she ended up killing her fucking boss after she then got drenched in the motherfucking rain. Her shit got thrown out. Her baby got taken away by CPS. Like,
Jay's face
y'all,
is
this bitch
killing
had the
me.
most stressful day ever. And then on top of that, oh, she got punched in the face by a fucking gun robber.
Oh, she did.
Like,
Forgot that part.
the bitch only got a $500 check. Let's talk about that. in
514 to be
2025.
exact.
And she
514
said
to be
that's all
exact.
she needed to get food for her daughter and pay her rent. Like, bitch, $500, and she
She could have sold it.
she just had a she definitely could have made that shit in 2
Well, I think
hours.
it's sold it.
See, look,
She would've been up
two clients, she would have had 500. Right.
She looked kind of low because she was going through it. I wasn't.
That girl, she ain't get no sleep. She ain't had the water wasn't
boy, right?
on in her house. She said she
All right,
had
hold it
two
down, hold it down.
jobs. How do you have two jobs and you
Yeah.
only got a $500 check? And her boss was a fucking dickhole from
The
hell.
other job was Uber, probably.
Oh,
And that piece of shit.
No,
She's
God.
doing DoorDash.
Man, that movie had me
Door
so
to door
stressed out.
salesman.
The whole movie, this bitch is like literally having a manic episode.
Okay, so what do you feel about the movie in total?
The movie was okay. I'm not really a Tyler Perry movie watcher for real because I feel like he somewhat makes a joke of us in the black community, especially black women, but black men definitely don't get a good rap either. They always an abuser or something wild. And I just wasn't really fucking with Tyler Perry movies. So this is my first Tyler Perry movie in what I would maybe say a decade.
Damn.
It was it was okay. Like they made sure that the plot kind of like stayed shitty. Like it was consistently like fuck up after fuck up after fuck up for old girl. And he did a good job of staying consistent. There wasn't that many holes in his story like they used to be. But I just could not with that movie. Like they were trying to drive your anxiety up the roof, the whole thing. I give it a maybe 7 out of 10, maybe 7 out of 10. Just because even though some people you could tell like this was probably one of their first roles acting, they still held it together pretty good, and I can appreciate that.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna get my statement on it because then I feel like the room gonna shift a little bit.
He about to shake the room.
No, I'm gonna get because I'm not gonna lie. I'm like a little bit more than here on it because for the same reasons you're saying is like I think that Tyler Perry he just put eyes on shit that people really go through. Like we're not gonna.
Also,
I hate
on
how,
top of it.
But listen, I hate how we always feel like, oh, we just see black people in a different type. Like, listen, like we act like motherfuckers don't be going through that shit. That I think it's a magnifying glass on that shit.
This nigga sick.
I'm saying niggas be going
He
through
said
that
my
shit.
baby mama never had a bad day.
So no, I'm keeping it in the I'm keeping it in the buck. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Bitch, if you that broke, you got resources. Where your food stamps at? Where your shit? Like I'm being honest. Like why if your rent
If
that
you
cheap,
work
that
two
mean
jobs-
that sound like
if you work 2 jobs, you don't qualify for food stamps.
Listen,
And it's very easy not to
if
qualify
your rent
for food
that cheap,
stamps.
your rent that cheap, that mean you on Section 8.
Maybe.
So you got Section 8 housing. So
Maybe.
you got Section 8 housing. Why you don't got food stamps?
If she got
Why you
Section 8
don't got-
housing, her landlord wouldn't have been able to kick her out like that.
My point of the matter is, I feel like people go through that shit and they get to the point. But let's take away, not take away the shit she was going through. Let's just take
You
let's
said
take
fuck
about
the whole
let's
situation.
take away what we wind up learning that she lost her baby the day before. Okay, mental health is real. Tyler Perry is shining a fucking light on people really losing it,
Really going through shit.
losing your motherfucking baby. I feel like that could put anybody in the fucked up trans.
Yeah.
This is just a story about a fucking woman named Lakeisha, whatever the fuck her name is, and she lost her baby day before and she snapped. So yeah, I love that. The only thing I would say that I give the movie an 8 out of 10 because I thought it was a fucking great ride.
Yeah.
And a oh my God moment.
We seen
and
a lot.
God damn. And we know realistically, bitch, you ain't gonna get away from this happy. You're gonna go to jail. Now, you might not see a lot of time, but we see you. That's what the movie's supposed to be. We see you, black woman. We see you, struggling woman. We see you. But I'm just going to say that the worst part of the movie for me is Tiana fucking Taylor and her weird-ass fucking Squidward face that she had.
Oh, her acting on there was...
Her acting was terrible. Her strong face was terrible. Her fucking the fact that you are a negotiator, a detective negotiator, and you crying and shit with the fucking person.
She can't fucking have no
with a bomb.
pathos.
She like, I went through that too. I did not connect to that character whatsoever.
You're not a woman.
It ain't even. I don't even think it's about that.
Yes, it is.
Because I was feeling Taraji.
She was saying that she also did everything by herself and had the odds stacked up against her and shit. She also robbed a bank.
For me,
because her daughter.
She also robbed the
Shut the fuck up. Tyler, for me, I was feeling the characters involved. I did not feel Tiana Taylor's because she is not a seasoned vet in acting, and that's all what it come down to. She was not the right person. Even put Gabrielle in a fucking dry face ass in there, or
She was
somebody
not going to do that movie.
Gabby
She
didn't deserve
should have,
that
but she
straight.
didn't.
I'm saying Gabby would have did that
You called
job.
her dry face.
I'm saying
You
like,
know who
that's not
could
how
have
she
been
act.
cool? I think
Like,
Vivica A. Fox would have been good in that role.
No, I don't
too.
know because she too damn old. I personally feel like for that
God.
role.
What do you mean she's
No,
too old?
She's 60.
Yeah, we need
What's
somebody
what's
younger,
wrong with
whatever.
that?
It's not, I don't believe you.
If she take that blonde hair off, she'd be okay.
I ain't gonna lie. They just need us to give the role to somebody else other than Tiana Taylor. I think they were trying to be too fucking like progressive.
I think they were trying to keep.
That was
It's like the
progressive.
young-
That
What
was
do you mean progressive?
shit.
Like I think they were trying to bring the audience in. You know what I mean? Like kind of how they did with that one movie with the Kiki Palmer, SZA.
exactly,
And they
yeah.
were trying to have
Exactly.
popular
Sometimes
faces
people-
with Taraji to kind of like, amp up the popularity of the movie.
But that was to a
You get to see
that was to
Tiana
a
Taylor in
detriment,
a
because once you got
a
that
suit?
name
To a detriment.
yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't need it. But I'm gonna let you.
I know.
You think it's for the
honestly,
movie yet?
that's me cooking. To me, it's an 8 out of 10. I ain't gonna lie. That's my takeaways, man. I see Tyler Perry just put the light on shit that happened. We're not about to act like we don't have cousins and different shit that people be going through this shit. Fucking what? We could say white people do the same thing. They got fucking movies. You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking at it if it ain't entertaining in some way, or we could take something from it. So we ain't about to watch a black family that just got money and they, they drive golf carts on the fucking, they just enjoying their happy life. No,
You might not watch that.
I'm saying we ain't even watching white people do that shit. Like we don't give a fuck unless they got some kind of drama, like the brother got a crack habit or some shit. Like it got to be something going on.
That is
We
crazy.
just so hyper fucking like sensitive about in the black community, and I feel like Tyler Perry just doing his fucking job. Go ahead, Sid.
Me personally, like, I'm watching it. I'm kind of like trying to take it as for what it is, and it was giving a lot of like John Q at first.
It was.
It was a lot of this shit was like bar for bar was like a John Q movie. I feel like.
Medicine for my baby. Medicine for my baby.
Like me hold the bank up. Oh, they're streaming this. Oh, let's go outside and cheer for her now because she's the hero and all this other shit. Yeah, okay.
Come on.
I just felt like a lot of what I felt like Tyler Perry does, like we all been touching on, is just like that over like this is how black people is shit is like getting real played out for me from him, and I just feel like he needs to like do something totally different. For one, the movie was so dramatic that like some of the shit that was happening in the movie, I'm just like, dude, you so OD with this shit, like, bro, really? Like the cop coming up and blow your head off.
Yeah, that was
like,
that was OD.
Literally put a bullet in your brain.
That was so OD.
even the day she was having was so OD. I'm just
so
like,
OD, man.
oh, you at the grocery store, your boss damn about to call her a bitch.
You can't
like, bitch, I said you
He
get up
said
to
everything, but ho, you better get up there and get on that
He said walk faster, and I mean
and then she just taking everything, just like, okay, I'm just gonna do
That's
it.
what I'm
just gonna
saying. You
Because
not gonna
remember
put
the day
no
before,
pushback?
she snapped. Y'all
It
gotta
was
remember.
the same day.
But it's just like, if you want to make it realistic, make it to where like you dub it down to like a lot of people can relate to the day that she was having. Where it's like everything, like this bitch must have had like a voodoo doll.
They're
And like
telling you that they do. If
No, I
these
was
women
gonna
are
say some
saying
women
that.
really do have days where
Nigga, they're
from this,
telling you
no,
they
Curry,
It was-
Curry, I'm talking
it
about from
was-
this movie. What
you cutting him off.
what I'm talking about.
You cutting him
I'm
off.
talking about.
All right,
I'm talking about the things that happened in this
He said,
movie.
well, his
We
sister
all
doing the movie.
had.
You gotta go, and I personally
No,
think
listen.
that's important
No,
because
listen.
they're
Okay,
saying
hold on,
that
hold
they
on.
do.
What-
we all
Listen,
have
Kyrie,
had shitty
I'm
days.
saying we all had.
We all have had shitty days.
Hold on. We all had shitty, terrible
that.
fucking days. But the day this bitch had was just like.
That's the movie.
That's not relatable.
It's so shitty. It's a movie.
That's not relatable. So like the shit that's happening in the movie is like you're looking at it like I'm just smacking my lips at everything that happened. Like, oh okay, oh that happened too.
The bitch
oh
threw a beer bottle at her feet and making my friend clean that shit up.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was ridiculous.
wow.
Yeah, that was
and then
ridiculous.
don't even take me on the robbery shit. Oh my! Oh, you getting robbed too?
Same day.
The nigga, the same day you go back at
It's
the.
this bad. The bitch got robbed all in the same day. Like who?
No, how you
I
get
didn't
back
look.
there? How you get back there?
And
though,
then
sir?
look, and then look, and then, but listen, mind you, no, look, wait, mind you, she gets, listen, mind you, she gets
you're right.
pistol whipped, and the boss goes and says,
cut this shit
you
off.
had something to do with it. I just got pistol whipped. Who said your name? I have a name tag on. Yeah, she the one that did it. And then this the killer part to me.
Cook.
When Tiana was in the thing and they all like trying to decide like, oh, she got set up. And they try to like give her like shoot her some bail, like no, they setting her up. That shit would never happen. Bitch, you going to jail. You was on the scene when they got robbed and all this other
We
shit.
just worked this shit
They just more so. Yeah, we'll figure it out when you go to trial.
I just know.
I just got a gut feeling.
No, Tiana was like, she had a terrible day. You can't tell. I was like, bitch,
What the fuck they gotta do with the bitch?
we know that.
But listen,
You still going to jail.
But listen, exactly. What they gotta do with
I'm
you?
having a bad day right now.
What
Still arresting you.
does that got to do with you in the bank with a gun
agree.
at the
agree.
point?
Period.
Fuck all this shit. I don't give a fuck about what your day was. You are in
nigga
this bank
said
with a
snapping.
gun. You're in the bank with a gun.
That nigga said snapping. Come on.
So it's like, what the fuck they got to do with like? What does that have to do with anything?
On top of when they said she
And
had a
Tiana,
bomb.
you just so
Oh
like.
my God, the bomb.
We not getting around the bomb. I don't care. Even if we
see a
did,
black woman with a bomb?
even if we did let
How many
Tiana
times
Taylor
have you seen a black
like
woman with a
off
bomb?
with that, you're not like. You cannot explain a bomb,
Muslim,
man.
definitely.
If this bitch says she had a bomb,
Muslim, absolutely.
I don't care how bad of a day you had. If you got a
Rodney had
bomb,
me
bitch, it's
jab on
over.
her.
Right, it would have been whoa. Like, come on, man.
And
Then it's like I just feel like the amount of like the whole money she trying to get her check cat. I don't want that money. I want the money from my check. I want this. I'm like, oh my God, this is so OD. Like this
She
is.
said, "Why did you give me all this money? I just want
Oh, you don't see this? You don't see this big ass Beretta in your hand? Why this bitch is giving you the money?
Exactly.
You don't see you waving around. What? Just cash my shit.
Bitch, I'm scared. Like, you are crazy. You're crazy.
Bitch got a switch on her. Right. Just calm down. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm just
bullet
like,
holes all in the ceiling."
I guess.
Yeah, dumb.
Then I really want to know like the end part of like that's where I was confused to where like when she found out like her daughter died the day before. So it was like, what did she forget or was it like?
She was just in a different.
She was in a different
state of mind.
yeah, state of
Yeah,
mind.
she was frantic the whole movie.
Because then they made the bitch look crazy when they was playing back her days.
That's what it
it
was.
was.
She
She
snapped.
snapped.
She
She
snapped. She
snapped.
went crazy.
Oh my
That's why.
God.
That's
Before-
why
before I go-
she was acting like
Yeah.
that. That's why she was so oblivious.
What do you
I'll
give
give it like a 3.5.
God damn.
Yeah,
it?
3.5.
Okay.
3.4, you said?
3.5.
3.5.
That's generous, Jay.
Damn, I was real hard to hear
But no, I mean, you
Go
pretty
ahead,
much said
Jay.
everything that I was going to say. It was just it was too over the top. But let me just go back a little bit because China said some things I wanted to respond to. since you didn't see a movie for Tyler in 10 years, I think that kind of make it different for you. Like, I'm honestly a Tyler Perry fan of his movies. Like, it started with the whole Medea shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much we all grew up on that shit. So, like, I've been watching his films, you know what I'm saying? Oh, right. And people got that's fair too.
That's fair.
Fair.
That is
so
fair.
I can't lie. Like, that kind of, I was already 50-50 with it. But that's neither here nor there.
With my opinion?
No. With the Medea.
With the Medea
I was like,
shit.
damn.
I can see why some people don't think that's like, that's not nobody's grandma. Like, my grandma didn't act like that, nigga.
No,
Like,
not at all.
She don't walk around with a gun.
No, my grandma didn't do that.
So, now the movies, it's been like just for the last few years, it's been this running thing, like, you know what I'm saying, black women that's always having this trauma, or men that's abusive. And I get it, like, you're a space, you're a creative, you're gonna do what you do. Tyler has a recipe where he hires these actors that we know we like, that we know can act good as hell. Taraji did a phenomenal
Yes, she did. Thank her.
Phenomenal.
It had me crying.
Tiana Taylor did not.
Exactly.
But Taraji did a phenomenal job. So he knows how to get us. And then it's a fire concept. It's a black mom that had a terrible day, that lost her daughter, that snapped. Who can't relate to that?
Exactly.
Who cannot relate? So I just feel like the concept was amazing.
Yeah,
the
I agree.
execution was poor.
Yep, I agree.
It's poor. And he's slightly flirting with the Wayne shit to me. He's starting to get to a point where
Wait,
he knows
can you...
with the little Wayne, like legendary
Like
status.
the same level as Wayne.
He knows that he
Oh,
can put
oh.
out anything at this point,
And they gonna fuck with
we're
it.
gonna fuck with it. Like, it's
I
really,
think that's so
really
horrible, but that's
easy.
why I feel like
Tyler
we
Perry
should have been
knows black
paying
women.
Hold on,
He thinks he's a black woman.
Exactly.
So he,
Thank you. You're cooking. Thank you.
Somebody hit the button for me. Somebody hit the
Thank you.
button.
Thank you.
Yeah,
this one-
Shit, bro.
That's not the. Oh,
Whatever.
So he with the black woman. I think a lot of times he sees
It's loud. So we got. Oh, okay.
Look, you gotta let it cook. You gotta let it cook.
That's why we gotta have headphones. Yeah.
But I think he sees himself in some of these roles, and I feel like he just kind of acts. He takes advantage of some of our trauma, some that should
Thank
be
you.
grew up on, some should be seen. So to the movie, 15 minutes in, I got me a nice little blunt. Everybody already told me how amazing it was.
Oh, that was.
I cried through the whole movie.
You notice it was a lot of women that was saying that.
For
though.
sure. I cried through the whole movie, 10 out of 10. Tyler did his thing. So whenever I see that off top, I'm like, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying, meet that type of, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna give it an open mind. and see what we got. 15 minutes into it, she having the worst day of her life.
Of anybody's life.
The moment she opens her eyes, the bitch is hearing Glorilla at 9 in the morning. Like,
Bumping.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
That's
like,
already.
come on.
That's already
That's already off top to me.
disrespectful.
I'm like,
And you
I might have a shitty
And
day.
you asked the landlord
That
to
was
get
good.
him, and
That's
she
what
said
made it
no.
worse.
He pays his rent.
His rent.
come on, man.
And he looked
Bitch,
at-
I'm not
looked at
paying my
us
rent, but this
like-
type of this what I like.
Yeah.
And then she looked like your stereotypical ghetto landlord.
My point exactly.
Moo-mooing off.
So like, I get it. We all gonna have probably a bad landlord. We probably all have one of those. We probably gonna have a couple bad bosses, or we all got pulled over by a bad cop. But to have all that shit happen
In a
in
span
the
of 2
first-
hours.
Come on,
So
man.
it was like
It wasn't even the first hour. It was the first 15 minutes. Exactly.
It was like to the max.
It was too.
It was
But
everything was to
movies
the
have
max.
been
She
to the
could've had
max
the-
like
the
that.
fact-
That's exactly what you were saying.
He
They
takes
beat to the
advantage.
max.
And I feel like it was a way he could have did it that could have been so much better. So
Yeah.
Yes.
that's what leaves me frustrated. I think it's people out here that really can execute some of these ideas that he just putting them out before motherfuckers didn't even get a chance.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he has his own studio. He
You
has
right.
his own writers. He don't pay his writers shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for shit. So we're pretty much his cash cow. So boom, we get to the movie, you know what I'm saying? You already talked about how the you know what I'm saying, the shitty manager he had. I feel like that's just over the top. No real black woman.
Oh my God.
I mean,
She
I'm not
not-
saying that real, because that's
Man,
disrespectful.
ain't
to a
nobody
lot.
taking that shit.
Let me take that back. But a lot of black women that I know, I don't give a fuck how much
mental
money
health.
you got.
But mental health, remember Taraji.
Right,
You remember Taraji?
he would have been up there with my daughter. That's a lot of black women that I know. Like, nigga, you're about to go up there with my daughter. My daughter, nigga, you're like, come on.
But you gotta remember, this is why niggas work in the mental health, mental health. They aren't themselves. She probably wasn't herself. She lost her daughter the night before.
I can shoot some bail on that. I can shoot some
That's what
bail.
I keep remembering to make me give context to the whole movie.
okay,
you
so-
almost gotta watch the movie again.
even
Yeah.
if that, but I still don't think like the way the people were treating her, like it just was so exaggerated.
Like, she was-
But listen, we gotta learn the lesson from the movie though, because that people,
That's cool.
you never know what somebody going through.
My concept, that's cute. I'm 32. I'm 32, nigga. I've been learned that lesson.
But
This
listen,
how- you cook. You
Let him
okay?
cook,
Go
let
ahead.
him
Come to
cook.
the kitchen. I'm not done.
okay.
Let's get out. So
Please get out.
So this shit like this is like, it's a layup for him. He know how to get it. People have bad days. Black women have kids. That like that shit is just so easy for him to just take advantage of. The landlord off top, nobody's putting your shit out in the pouring fucking
when
rain.
The first
That is
it
fucked
was
up.
pouring rain, and she put her
was
shit
fucked up.
out in the soaking rain.
But when it also, not to cut you off, when it like the first of the month, so I'm like, bitch, you got evicted. I can't pay my rent. Don't I get five? Don't I get 5 grace
She been
days?
waiting on it though. You remember?
So she was a month behind. So me being here at 2:00 was the difference between my shit being out in the pouring rain.
I agree.
And you got it out pretty fast too.
Again, if that was just the landlord, people have bad landlords. But for her to have a landlord and a shitty boss, it just was over the top.
She told her she knew she had a little bit of shit. She said, "I throw you a little," and it wasn't.
Then
Y'all say it wasn't a little bit of
the
shit.
kids' medicine?
It was literally a dresser, a
kids'
bed.
medicine.
But she knew the kid was dead.
Hold on,
though.
and then you
That's even worse, Kyrie. That's even worse.
How did you know the kid
You
was dead?
torturing
The
a
landlord
bitch.
knew?
I think they knew that she lost her kid.
That's
right?
even worse for everybody.
No, all
That
three-
makes the whole movie worse.
After the
That makes the
turn of
whole
fucking-
movie
That
worse,
makes it so
Kyrie.
much more unrealistic.
The landlord's a bitch.
Nobody,
And
no person's gonna
Stop
do
it.
that.
The point
man.
of
I
the
agree.
movie
That's
is
so
the world
unrealistic.
hates black women.
No,
No,
that's
not that much.
We ain't about to do
Not that
that.
much.
We ain't about to do that.
Okay, so let's get to the whole bank robbery scenes.
Please break it
The
down.
bank
The
robbery,
worst scene.
the bank should have, the robbery should have been over 10 minutes into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
As soon as
agree.
the police came out, she started doing all this. I'm not coming out until that man is taken.
Yeah, no, they
taken
about to
away.
take your ass down.
Boom. All right. The negotiator would have said, "Who's this man you talking about?"
Exactly. I
She
100%
said
agree.
she's not coming out until that man is removed. Let's find him out, baby. I'm going to get him found out. They cut her line off. They cut her fucking cell phone off. And the only way that she can get a find out that he's been removed is her to walk up to the damn the bank
this
and
is the
show
guy.
a picture.
I agree.
Come on, man. Like we
Said,
damn.
I mean, Jay, I agree with you.
But that's what made
completely.
that's what made
Agree
me
with
like
you
I get like the bigger picture, the concept.
I
was
get what he-
dope.
I get what he was trying to do.
And I
It's just
know
the
why
execution.
Some people took away from it. It was like that was their big takeaway. But for me, it was hard for me to even get to that point. Like I'm glad that I finished it because that made the movie. It gave it a -2 for me. That's what made it score. Like,
Nigga ain't even on the map. Goddamn, it ain't even a movie.
That's why I said my 3.5. He was like, listen, when I gave my 3.5, and Jay was like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh yeah, he about to be some
It
bullshit.
could have been that concept could
Yeah,
have
it was
been up there.
fire.
It could have been up there with 6 Cents. It could have been up there with John Q.
Yeah.
But like them type of movies that when you
6
watch the
Cents.
end, you be like, oh,
That's like a
what
little
is?
twist to it, yeah.
It was just like I felt like, damn, I'm glad I at least got something out of this movie because I spent an hour and a half and I was about to be mad.
Okay, can we not love it for maybe the acting job for certain key players?
Taraji and who?
Taraji.
Taraji's
The
only-
boss.
Can we love it for what it was for Taraji?
Taraji gonna always.
No, Taraji never have a role like this. She never have a role like this.
I can't agree to that. I done
Nah,
seen
What
Taraji-
role did she have like that?
She Acrimony was her last movie she did with him, with Tyler Perry. She
Oh,
really
Acrimony,
came
she
on
killed
with the damn
Acrimony.
Yeah.
cigarette.
She
Nigga,
killed
I feel like
Acrimony,
she got
yeah.
cheated, like for real, Acrimony.
Nah,
I forgot
you're
about
right.
Come on, like
You're
Tyler
right.
Perry's gonna keep a black woman in a good movie.
But
Look,
she was ridiculous in Acrimony. If you're gonna pick this movie apart, you could pick Acrimony apart.
I think Acrimony was better. That
Oh, I
it
agree.
definitely
I
is.
agree.
I think it was better.
But I'm saying like
was
it
so
had
different
it had a
at the
shit
end, her
too.
dying on the boat, but that's Tyler Perry.
Yeah. I just think pulling at the heartstrings from this movie was like
That's
what
what-
got
that was
people
dope.
grab
That's what
people
we got.
in. But like if you like really dissect it and look at it, you just like I don't think he executed it right.
I hate to say it.
can
I'm not gonna say a
understand it.
white person, but I feel like another director, another producer would have did.
Or help.
I think he.
Way
I
more
think.
help
I
with
think.
the
Yeah.
direction.
They
I
would've
think Tyler.
executed
I think.
so
Yeah. I think
differently.
Tyler is.
Definitely not taken away
Stop
from
trying to write everything.
Yeah,
like
I was
you're
about
the
to say.
first
I think
person.
Tyler is too much hands on with the stuff that he do, to where it's like you got to share that space sometimes to
Yeah.
where like
You
get
know,
other people's
He's
opinions.
leaving footprints.
He
Yeah.
said I shared it with Taraji. That's all I'm doing. That's
Honestly,
all I do.
I do agree with you when you say like, but I do think he don't need to give that kind of shit up to nobody. I definitely think you should just have somebody to help you better, like land the plane. You know what I'm saying? Like you can land it, but you don't. Maybe you're a little like
A
this.
co-pilot.
You know what I'm
A
saying? You need a
He
co-pilot.
got yes men around him probably.
Of course,
know,
because he
probably
probably
about
spending
it.
that bread. Why wouldn't
Man,
he?
he making so much money.
He got his
He's
own
funding
thing.
everything.
Yeah.
He got deals with everybody.
Think about it. You have your own studio and you have the rights to do whatever the fuck you
Whatever.
want.
And you already-
listen. Ain't people could tell me like, okay, I'm a creator of my shit. People could suggest shit to me all
But
day.
you gonna do what the fuck you want?
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck.
And it's
And he a
making
Virgo
money.
too. I'm
saying
gonna do
it's-
whatever
and
the
it's
fuck I
making
want to
money.
do.
So the niggas dropping
Yeah.
divorced sisters. Like, come on,
Yeah.
divorced sisters.
Divorce sisters.
That's the name of the next shit that's coming out. Divorced sisters, nigga.
Oh, not sisters.
No, nigga, sisters. Nigga.
That is
Swear to God,
crazy.
I promise you. He
What?
promoted on
Divorced
BT. Divorced
sisters?
sisters. Nigga got brothers, sisters,
Aunties
He got
next.
it all, man. Like, come on, like Tyler.
He got some
man,
shit
bro,
in there,
like,
man.
tap in,
discography.
man.
It's a filmography. He got some shit in
He
there
got some
though.
hits, but he's what I'm saying.
He batting a little. His average is a little bit low.
Starting to fuck
Everybody
with his
do.
status to
Yeah.
me. And
Everybody
what's gonna
do,
happen
though.
is
Everybody
some
do.
people be late to the party. They gonna see him maybe 5 years from now. Like, yeah, Tyler Perry is doing. He
Jay,
started.
truthfully, that is That's everybody. Everybody like Ridley Scott was Gladiator, all this stuff. He's on a slow grind. Fucking
Who?
like Ridley Scott, like a director. Tarantino last movie was ass.
Ryan
so we don't know
Coogler
what
got a miss yet.
Sure.
No,
You
he's
didn't like
early in the game.
Gladiator
He's early in the
2?
game.
He got six. He got six.
Gladiator
so
2 was like, everybody was like,
It was
Gladiator 2
all right,
like
but I was fired up towards like in the first half.
but
like,
everybody hate the
had
CGI.
it.
They hate that the fact that this is the same movie as the first one. Like Ridley Scott has been getting a bad, like perception of his movies these days. Or fucking
Yeah.
What's his name? Scorsese been getting like terror up. I mean, he did get nominated for.
But I think all those people, you claiming they all got classics. It's like Tyler ain't really got like a.
Yeah, cult classics.
That's what I'm saying. It ain't
art community shit, right?
He does not have personally, Tyler does not have a actual classic film. He got cult classic films.
He got cult classics.
What?
He got cult classics.
I'm gonna just have to do my research a little bit because I feel like I'm gonna forget some Tyler shit.
Yeah.
If you go to a Tyler Perry movie, you might see two people that's white in the whole theater. There's nobody white
He
that's
is
gonna
black
be.
famous,
Not
is that
to
what
say
you're
keeps it
saying?
from being a classic. I just feel like he knows his lane.
That's what I'm saying.
He stays in it. He's not even trying to make. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to make an Oscar-worthy movie. That's not him. He's trying to make movies for us. But I think he just needs something. Like we all kind of agree. I think he just need more of us, and not just you trying to be the black woman that writing for.
Remember we was having
Black
this, remember
woman.
we was having a conversation about Kendrick when we saying like he was like he in his lane and he not trying to be what I think he should be.
Yeah.
He just trying to be what he is to his people. Maybe it's the same thing with Tyler Perry. Yeah. He don't want to be. He don't care about being anything other than whatever he's gonna be to the black community. He is. We can't say he not for the black community though. We can never say that he doesn't do this, doesn't cast black, doesn't put the people on, doesn't think about his whole set. Meet the Browns, meet the House of Pain, all them niggas, his crew that he always got on his movies.
But I think that also. But I think that also takes away from like people giving like real good criticism of him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he got an all black cast. So it's like, let's cheer for him. But it's like the movie is terrible. I don't give a fuck about you got
I get it.
You got T.I. and his wife up here
What
doing
about
it.
the pandering? Like, what about the pandering
That's what
for
I'm
one? What about the stereotypes for
Oh.
two? What about the negative fucking tropes that we continually go through, like putting us in weird, like pigeonholing us in certain roles? Like,
I think that's just sensitivity,
there's
man.
a certain. It's not. I feel like there's certain things that it does not encompass who we are as a people as good as it can. How about that? I'll leave it at that.
Why Did I Get Married is a classic, by the way.
A classic as far a cult.
It's a classic. It's a
cult
classic
bro.
movie.
I promise you, pop culture wise,
I bet you. I put money
that
on
is
it.
not stand that test of time with the America's culture movies.
You don't think Why Did I Get Married ain't up there?
No.
Neither
It's a
is
good
the
classic.
Black
I always go
Lady
back
too.
to
We're
it.
gonna see. We're gonna see.
I always go back
Like
to
we start
it.
naming classic
gonna
movies,
see.
like that's not a class that nobody's gonna.
I'm not running to go see it.
No.
What made you make that
let's make
face?
sure when we talk about this, we not necessarily. That ain't in my top 5. I ain't about to argue about this. It's my favorite movie. I'm talking about for the masses.
For the masses,
It's a classic.
So you
movie.
gonna put it up there with like
What are the
Goodfellas or
Blacks
something like that?
the
Nigga, I ain't putting it up there. It's the same kind of damn movie.
Goodfellas and they all classics.
I don't know. I feel like we have to be very careful of making sure that we're not looking at things from a lens of black
Exactly.
famous.
Thank you.
But I'm talking to you too
talking
because
about you, nigga.
No. I know that, but also
That's a black classic. That's a
flip.
cult
That's a flip though, because now you're looking at it from a lens where it's like, all right, I'm only looking from it for like we so privy to blackness. Like for example, we could say, we'll say Money Talks. Oh, that's a classic to us.
No.
No, I'm talking about like we will say it's our classic. It's a classic.
Classic.
Exactly.
That's a
but
cult classic. That's literally the term for it.
But that's what I'm saying. But then
You see how like Friday is a cult is not more than a cult classic? Friday is more of a cult classic.
But I don't think that white people would even look at Friday.
Friday is on TNT or USA sometimes. Like Friday is literally transition.
White people don't look at Friday
You will
like
never
we do.
see Why Did I Get Married?
White people do not look at Friday like we do.
Bro, I promise you.
Why Did I Get Married?
TBS has
It is
I'm not
white
saying-
and
I'm
black
not-
people.
First off, it's a black movie, so white people will never look at Friday.
White people-
but
okay.
Friday has transitioned to white America. That shit is
Yes.
on
Why Did I Get
Yes.
Married already did that to both sides. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. It did. It did.
Maybe Best Man. If you talking about like Best Man or something.
Man, that shit is
What
not.
All right, let's go ahead.
No.
What about you talking about the movie? That
Best
shit
Man.
good.
When they got all the top black actors and they got literally everyone. Michael Ealy, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Kevin
No, Best
Hart,
Man that
Terrence
shit.
J,
Best Man that
Regina,
shit.
I got all of them in there. Like, I'm not saying that nigga Tyler Perry
Why
don't
do
have
you
some
think that
great
movie
films.
is so successful though? Do you think that you saying that's the one of the
I'm talking to Mike Chan.
Do you think that's one of the movies that's outside of black famous?
What?
Which movie?
The movie that with Michael Ealy and all the other guys.
That's what.
Well, Best Man, I think so.
You think-
Absolutely.
okay,
I still think
why?
that's a
What,
cult-
what
that's a cult
element do you
classic to me.
think makes it reach outside of those realms
I
of
just
Black
feel like
famous?
they did more with that movie because I think they did Best Man 2 than they did the show. Yeah, they did do a show. Didn't they do a show?
and you
with
talking
Best
which
Man?
movie?
Best Man.
Okay, I'm thinking Think Like a Man.
No, Best Man with
Best
Morris Chestnut.
That ain't Tyler Perry shit though.
No, I
How
don't
do,
know.
how do we determine what the movie?
That's the whole problem.
It's like Black
how do we
famous
determine,
or
no,
not?
like how do we determine what constitutes as a good? Because this movie made 30 million and it opened and it was leading.
I don't think that
Tyler Perry
matters.
always
I
make
think
money.
because remember when we were
saying,
talking
so how do we
about like
determine
the
that?
attraction to movies because of the stars that are in it and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and then also a lack of seeing our people in like what seems to be a movie that could be blended with like action or whatever. Maybe I don't know how to categorize that movie for
I'm
real.
sure that movie wasn't a lot to make the first one. We talking about the first one because they were like cabin, certain places, whatever.
I'm sorry,
And
I was
then
still
even
talking
part two.
about this movie.
What?
Straw.
Yeah, I'm sure he. I'm sure it didn't take a
I
lot
was
to
talking
make.
about that. I was like, I didn't know
Yeah.
how I would classify that movie, so I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
didn't know.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying like, what makes it?
I got to answer.
What
that.
makes
to me,
it-
what makes a movie a classic? Of course, you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
It got
thank
to be
you.
popular amongst the masses, but to me, what transitions a black cult classic to a classic is when it's on actual cable television and different. It's not just on BT.
Yeah.
It's not just on, you know.
Like
what I'm saying?
after it's
well,
being
that's like
aired.
that movie has though.
But it has. But will it be on there like 20 years from now? Like Friday's still gonna be on TV.
Like
Friday
Dr.
has-
Dolittle
Friday came
was
out in
one of those
1990
movies that was a
1995.
crossover.
Friday is still on TV. I don't really think like a man. Or what, I'm sorry.
Why did I get married? It is.
If it's on TV, I personally I've seen it more. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I don't see that on
It's
USA.
biased.
Hold on, I don't see that on USA or on TNT or TBS as much as I see Friday when that as far as transition out of a cult classic. I don't see that. What other cult classic that transition to me? I feel like I don't think Half Baked is a bad example.
You said who?
Half Baked, like just
Baked.
different movies that are transition.
What about Barbershop?
Barbershop
I
is
think
that's a
that
classic.
transition
That's a
outside of our
classic.
culture. That's become a
That's a
classic.
classic.
That-
What about
that's just not on
Soul?
BT.
Oh, White
okay, so
Chicks
here we-
definitely.
White
White
Chicks
Chicks.
transition.
Yeah.
You're right. That is. I mean, you're right.
But I feel like Tyler Perry, you're not going to turn on USA.
I think he kinda
You might see it
typecasted to
one.
where-
You're going to see it like once every now and again.
The Medea movies. The Medea movies did. The Medea
those are
movies
definitely gonna
did.
transition out.
Okay,
Those are
But that's because they're-
Barbershop did his motherfucking thing, and
Medea is a classic.
Can you look it up? Like
It's a classic.
how culturally?
I see. That's something that we might have to just do offline. Off thing.
That would
We
have to
gotta
be. You
do
have to
some
talk to
research.
people and
We
like
gotta do some
actually.
research, yeah,
I
but-
mean, there's no true definition, I guess, for it. It's kind of like how we got to Legendary. Like, it's all your perception of it. I just personally feel like it has to be in other households besides just
Yeah.
black. And I'm not
think
seeing
it
a lot
would-
of
I
people.
think
I'm
it
not seeing a lot
is,
of white people like, let's watch Friday tonight. But I definitely don't
I
think.
think if it's a
when they sit
stoner
down and watch the
movies,
classics,
they
they're not like,
are.
let's watch.
I
Why did I get
100%. Like relationships, you got to think about it. We thinking about like,
Nah.
we thinking about just in the houses because, like for example, you was talking about like it coming on TBS, all this kind of shit. Why Did I Get Married is one of those movies definitely that is coming on
Because
these
it's a comedy.
Okay,
it's
so
coming on these it's a Lionsgate.
But-
That
okay,
movie,
you gotta
that
remember,
movie, that movie
it's
so
a
OD
point.
too.
It's a Lionsgate movie too.
let's not give you that. Let's not give you that. The whole overall point. This thing got one classic. Then
Tyler Perry.
that's the whole argument.
And what is it?
He's saying Why Did I Get Married is one
You're
classic.
we just
You
I
are
don't think
saying
so.
it?
No, I don't think so.
Well, okay, so what is the other classics, Kyrie?
Shit, man, Diary of a Mad Black
Yeah, I was
Woman.
gonna say no. That's
hell.
not
It is
true.
a classic,
I'm being
bro.
dead
So the only reason-
serious.
that's his first movie, but that's still I know people that's black that don't.
I
even
mean,
fuck
black
with that
people
movie,
love
like,
his
Yeah.
play.
That's really
so
probably the worst movie out of his first coming out movies, bruh. Like the
Medea
one.
Go to Jail is terrible. Medea, there's a lot of
We ain't talking about
Medea
Medea,
movies.
Halloween Boo, all of
Yeah, that's terrible, bro.
Halloween boo.
Okay, so you telling me that one was better than the one Medea's Family Reunion?
No,
You telling
absolutely
me
not.
Which one
Diaries
was-
of
no,
a
that
Bad
was
Black Woman is
terrible
better than
too.
Family
That was
Reunion?
terrible
that
too.
one was terrible.
I like Meet the Browns. I thought Meet the Browns was good as fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Meet the
I'm gonna let y'all have
Browns.
this
Browns was
one,
pretty
man.
good.
If y'all niggas fuck with Tyler like that, I respect it though.
Yeah,
Type shit.
like I said, I just think a lot of times when you go back and watch his shit too, it's like he has a lot of that dramatic shit in his movies too. Like even like Why Did I Get Married? Like the whole dinner scene, I'm just like, Oh, everybody dirty laundry out.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
Niggas
Oh,
ass beat.
you changed your husband, and he on the second one, yeah, come on now. He's like, he laughing because she putting a little dress on. I'm like, oh my God. All right, you choking your girl.
What's that one movie? Ashtray, bitch. What's that movie? Fall from Grace? Nah, that was OD.
Was that Tyler Perry too?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna cap that movie.
I
Was
like that
funny as shit.
Yeah, well,
I was just, you know what? I'm sorry. Then that means my take was inaccurate that I seen that movie because that was a Tyler Perry movie, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So I did see that movie. So I would take back my 10-year comment. But other than that, I don't think I've seen it.
We might have to get at the beginning of the movie.
What?
They grabbed the family grabbed the dead nigga out the casket.
I would have turned it off when I seen
that was Meet the Browns, right?
Shit. No, that was some recent shit he came out with. Like I want to say at least 2 years ago. It had Megan Good in it. It had the nigga. Damn, it was a couple people in that. The first opening scene was that they was at the funeral and the mama was mad, and she told her brothers or her sons, which to go grab their brother out the casket.
For what?
That was a good movie.
What?
That was a good movie.
Not it was a good movie. You think it was a good movie too?
With Tia Tamera, the husband.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember.
What's that nigga?
Oh, that recently came out.
Yeah, with Megan Good.
What was it called? What was it? Didn't it have something to do with divorce or something? Like estranged or some shit?
The mama was OD.
I liked it.
You liked it. What did you like about it?
I thought that it was a different story plot.
Than his usual?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that. No, listen, we got to.
You can watch that and tell them on a Tyler Perry movie.
Let me cook. So
It's getting hot.
I thought that one. Obviously, you can. It's a niche situation, but I'm glad that there's layers to it. It ain't always just like I know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I like that one. Megan Good, probably that was the first time she got paid as a lead actor.
You know what I'm saying? You see how you got to throw them little nuggets?
No.
They kill me with that.
No, but listen, these are
what's the movie hitting for?
These are reasons.
She robbed Tyler Perry.
She get made $100 million. What's the movie about?
Y'all asking me these are reasons why I'm fucking with it. Two, the whole idea was different than anything I seen. And then 3, the plot
was it really? It was the man divorced his wife or some shit like that, and they still had, I guess, some type of funds tied to each other. It was bullshit.
That sound like Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
It was
when he divorced her. Oh, okay.
It was a bitter ass mother.
Oh, okay. That sound like
she wouldn't let them be married. Like,
it sounds like a lot of movies.
You watched it too, Sid?
No,
he just piggyback off of nothing.
No, it sounds like
You see how you could tell? Like you thought he watched it.
Did you watch
Look,
it?
these niggas are some nostalgia niggas, so they be really
more nostalgia than me.
No, I'm not. That's you, and that's
you think Lil Wayne is the greatest rapper?
Nostalgia nigga.
No, you're
based off 2009,
and you're definitely nostalgic.
You more nostalgia than me.
No, I'm not. You are a super nostalgic nigga.
Kyrie, you're worse than me.
You're like Capricorn. Y'all are nostalgic.
Kyrie, you're worse than me. You be like, oh well, man, I wish that old Wayne to come back.
No, that's
he's
different.
gone. He's dead and gone.
We're talking about
he
something
died.
like that.
He died.
You still stay off the juice. You're still
going
on
juice.
juice.
Nope. Right now.
So
y'all not cooking.
Huh?
Y'all not cooking right now. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of the day, the nostalgia of it is taken away from the fact that we are getting new y'all can't see that we're still getting fresh new ideas. These are new stuff, new storyline, new plots. So y'all okay, if you okay with keep doing the same shit, not inventing nothing else new, then all right.
Do you like the movie you just talked about? Or do you think that it's just more
Acrimony was have you ever seen anything like Acrimony?
A woman that got cheated out of her money at the end.
No, the full plot of that movie.
Yes, let me say, Acrimony is a good movie to me. Okay. So I'm not even gonna shit on Acrimony, but it still was. You could tell it was a Tyler Perry movie.
So what are the aspects that stood out?
Is it though?
So what are the aspects that you were talking about that stood out?
That's what I'm saying. It is a new, fresh movie that you can see. Okay, maybe you might be able to say this might happen towards the end. But that's what a good book, that's what a good show, that's what a good movie. We all gonna see a lot of this shit come, especially from our favorite directors, from our favorite writers, from our favorite. We know they have a field. We know.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I like The Barbarian because it didn't play until you knew where it was going.
That's true.
So imagine if Tyler Perry would have directed that movie.
It would have been a whole different.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Scary.
So how many of those Tyler Perry movies that he has where it's like, oh, this is different. Oh, this is different. Oh, this is different. You think so?
I promise you. You just gotta watch them.
You think? Who's your favorite director of all time?
Tarantino.
Does any of his movies are similar to each other?
It's kind of, yeah.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's not
Hateful Eight.
That's not even a bad thing to have, because you find your lane, that's fine. But it's a way to do it that I feel like I just feel like Tyler Perry's gone lazy with it.
I think like the husband cheats this time instead of the wife. No, the wife is gonna cheat the next time.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Oh, she catches AIDS now. Syphilis the next time.
That's what so that's why it brings me back to my question to where you say that the movies are fresh, even though it seems like we are all coming to a general consensus that his movies are kind of like similar in basis. Do you think it is because there's more layers to detail when it comes to the situational basis?
Yes.
Because we are still seeing the same plots in my perspective, and I feel like that's what we're all saying. So like when you say that and everybody's like, what are you saying that's fresh about it? You think that there's more detail, so that makes it more fresh?
No, there are like you can't say that I seen this movie specifically, I seen this happen on another movie. Then it is a fresh idea. The outcome or the genre of the film may be under the idea, you know what I'm saying? But any director that you watch their movies, they have a niche kind of thing. That's what Martin Scorsese, one of the best directors of all time, but he do movies that are about real life people, and he just add his own spin to it.
Yeah, he do a lot of like mafia. He do a lot of.
That's easy as fuck to do. All you got to do is find a good story and that happened in life, and just do your own take of it. So at the end
you
of the day,
still got to execute it though, because Tupac's biopic was terrible.
But look, Tarantino, Hateful Eight, and fucking Django, they came right after each other. I mean, Hateful Eight came right after Django. It is it's a niche thing. It's very niche. Blood gonna squirt everywhere.
That's not the plot of the movie though.
My point is, he's great for what he's great for, but he's gonna do it.
I can watch those two movies, and I won't feel like I could tell that he did it.
100%. What?
Me personally, because I'm not that like in tune with it. Like
cinematography.
If you was to sit you down and watch those two movies separately,
hold on, this is my point. I feel like nobody watched those movies and they sat down and watched them. I don't think they could tell probably who did it. Just the John Doe off the street. I feel like a John Doe, if you sat him down in front of the Tyler Perry movies, even though he finds a new way to do the same shit, you can still tell that it's him. And what's my biggest issue is that the concepts be so fire, he makes you think he did something that was just so good, but the root of it was just like
regular ass movie.
So if you sat somebody down and told them to watch Acrimony. Okay, you sat them down, tell them watch Acrimony. You sat them down, tell them watch The Family That Prays. They don't think that's the same.
Well, you just
we said Tyler Perry movies. I'm giving you two Tyler Perry movies.
I get what you're trying to do there.
That's my point. That's my point.
You asked me a question. Let me answer.
Go ahead.
So you're back in the kitchen again. You're trying to fuck up my recipe.
Go ahead.
Get the fuck
Go ahead.
So no, I like how you said, because you found two movies that are so far apart from each other as far as their overall plot. But I do feel like if you watch those movies, you come away feeling like Tyler Perry did it.
No.
I do feel like you do that. And the reason why if they're so far apart, the first movie, The Family That Prays, is actually my favorite Tyler Perry movie.
It's fire.
That's my favorite one. Would you say that if you watched that movie when it came out, do you think Tyler Perry's gotten better since that movie or gotten worse? Just if you seen that movie from there, would you say his films has gotten better or worse? The trajectory you thought he was going to be on,
or has it plateaued and just stayed the same?
Because I personally love that. That is my favorite Tyler Perry movie. It's hard because I'm where you at. It's hard for me to do that because I don't think it's nothing better than that movie because I think that's like one of his firest movies. But that wasn't the point I was trying to get.
Has anything come close to that?
Acrimony.
I can't put Acrimony in the Family. No. Family Prays in the same thing. To me, Acrimony and Temptation in the same.
Temptation up there.
Temptation and Acrimony are they're to me right here, but Family That Prays is.
I'm giving you a person's film. I'm using two different movies because you just said I just did the same thing with.
I agree that pretty much for the sentiment, those are probably as far apart as he's done, and that Family That Prays is his best executed movie.
I agree,
but it kind of still points to my overall point. He declined after that, and he started making the same
movie over and over.
So he hasn't given me nothing fresh like that.
My point, what I was trying to make is. Then you get this new. Then you get this new movie that just came out.
But that ain't you. That's just John Q remix.
No. Okay, look, I could come up with all kinds of shit right here, but I'm just giving you Daddy's Little Girl, and I'm just giving you an example. We talk exactly, but we talk. No. Look, Daddy's Little Girl is definitely a black classic.
My movie is so OD, man.
There's a black classic for sure. But anyway,
let's watch Daddy's Little Girl.
Look, far as the filmography, we not saying this shit is motherfucking Friday.
You wrote up a bun like, I think tonight.
I'm a 31-year-old man. I'm not trying to see that. But when I watched it, you got gotta remember when the shit came out.
Like, go watch it again and see if it's still a classic.
The shit came out.
My point is, it still was. We're talking about the plot of. We're talking about let me cook. So if y'all able to cook, let me cook for real.
I'm hot in this kitchen, y'all. It smells like a whole bunch of stuff.
Respect it. Let me cook.
Let him cook.
At the end of the day, I'm giving you 2 different movies that are different from each other. If you're gonna say that the nigga or every single thing he do,
they 20 years from each other.
It doesn't matter. The nigga, what I was at, Hateful Eight is fucking how many years from fucking Pulp Fiction or whatever? You said that you can't see the nigga doing the same, the director doing the movie, and it looked like the same movie. Like, no, it's a niche movie. Niggas know what the fuck the director doing. You know you going to a Tyler Perry movie and you get in a Tyler Perry movie. But he got different nuances in every movie.
I can agree.
So I'm not about to sit here and the nigga's successful for a fucking reason. So y'all can have your own opinion, but that's fine. But there's a lot of niggas that disagree with y'all. Period, point blank. I'm just so happen to be the only nigga here that see the brilliance in Tyler Perry.
But there's also a lot of people that will agree with us though as well.
That's
so
fine. It's less of y'all niggas.
No, it's not.
Rich.
It's not. It don't matter. It's a lot of rich niggas that's not talented. Nigga, don't mean nothing.
My point is, it's less of y'all niggas. I'm telling you, it is.
You're talking from a place because you're on this only side of your bubble. Why are you talking like you the only nigga that knows something?
I'm speaking facts. He is.
It's not facts. It's your opinion.
Who the fuck else got that? He the first nigga.
It doesn't matter.
Does that mean
he got money?
That means he's out of success. He's success off these stories he's telling. Obviously, somebody fucking digging him.
But I think it's more to in Tyler Perry. It's not that. It's just really not that black and white with him. I really think he's found a lane for us. He's tapped into our small minds, and he's milking the fuck out of us. But if you want to make this nigga the next Spike Lee or better than Spike Lee, the next word is easy.
We're not even about to get Spike. What the fuck? Spike Lee do that?
I'm just using him as a gym.
Spike Lee a better?
He got more classic than him. He definitely got more.
Spike Lee ain't got better classics than him.
I'm out this conversation.
He ain't got nothing better than fucking Malcolm X. What are you talking about?
X. I'll give you Malcolm X.
Okay,
that's it.
That's
it.
That's all you need. It ain't got nothing close to that. Nothing.
But,
I mean, it's a fucking biopic.
Do the right thing.
One of the best fucking people ever that walked the fuck out.
He still has to execute it. What about Tupac?
I promise you, Tyler Perry, he could pick RuPaul because he probably would like that. I bet you he would not execute the biopic. Like he's just.
I'm nothing on that. I wouldn't even watch it.
I say shitty biopics.
Overall, I get your overall sentiment. Tyler Perry, I think he's wildly successful for a reason.
Let's do a poll.
A whole bunch of black bitches. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Bitches don't matter. All right, thank you. That's what that's saying. Bitches don't matter. All right, bad. All right, let's do a poll.
Bitches don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing a bunch of bitches gonna say that. Oh,
I say a lot of black people gonna say that.
And like I said at the beginning of this conversation, the whole point of the movie is everybody hates black women, period. Let's go ahead and end the pod.
Low hanging fruit.
Thank you guys for coming. This was another edition of Break Room Talk.
No,
my name is China.
Anyway.
And that's it.
Anyway. Y'all know this is level.
Yeah, nigga.
Okay.
Did I lie?
You so annoying. Y'all know this hit us up on all podcasting platforms. Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We on YouTube too, y'all. Y'all go show us some love. Share our videos. We want to definitely welcome my nigga Jay back to the pod, man.
Hey.
Show some love, give him a little clap. The nigga was rusty, but he did all right.
Nah, he was in his old form.
I'm sure you thought that.
He definitely was old form.
You did your thing, bro. You did your thing today. Y'all follow us up. We're going to add Jay's Instagram to our Instagram bio on the Break Room page. And, you know, go ahead and just share it. Give us some love. Get Jay some likes, some follows, or whatever. This has been another edition of Break Room Talk. We out.
Peace.
Bye.